Girl gets abortion for being ignored.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low bass, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Diamonds on my
Tap in. Michael, Shawn, and Takeover Legend. It's just me and Jay Black. We're waiting for an ovary to pop up.
We're waiting.
We're just
Ovaries.
waiting for an ovary to pop up right now. Michael, Shawn, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, Sexy Mo, Shawn Robinson be on point. Great morning, Michael, Shawn, and the TOLs, disciples. Is that discipline? I gotta get my glasses.
Yes, that's discipline.
That's discipline, focus, attention, success. Okay. Hashtag somebody
Like
need
that.
to hear this.
Discipline,
Hashtag love life
focus.
and not giving it any options. Let's
Action
go.
equals
Focus.
success.
There you go.
So does discipline, focus, and action
Discipline
equal
plus
success?
focus plus action equals success. Yes,
like that.
you're absolutely right.
I love it.
Absolutely. Shout to Shawn Robinson.
That's right.
Let me get this damn IG live popping.
Let's get it. Let's go. It's Wednesday. Oh, Shayna, I gotta send a link. Shayna.
What
Wednesday.
How was your night last night? Today's Wednesday. I got
My
the
night was
Arlington Improv
good.
tonight.
My night was good. I watched Power right before the Eagles football game, and I bet money on the Eagles, and they pulled through every stat. So it was a good night. They get caught up on Power, and then watch my birds, the Philadelphia Eagles. With Shawn Robinson was at the game. I saw him posting pics. I mean,
Go ahead, Shawn.
Yeah, it was dope. But the Eagles won, and playoff hopes are still alive, people. We still in this. For all my Eagles fans out there, we still in this.
Go get it.
Yeah, that's what we know. Because the Giants ain't in it, so Mike can't say nothing. But the Eagles,
Giants ain't in it. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
y'all go visit the playoffs. Y'all go have fun.
Good morning, Dave. Give me my hope.
Y'all go have fun in the playoffs.
We're gonna go far in them playoffs. If we get in there, if we
in
get
and out. Grand
going
opening,
far.
grand closing.
Yeah, hater. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Ashley Newman. Good morning,
Eagles-
Shelly Dub. What up, Shelly?
Eagles struggling against a
Shelly
team with a
Shell.
quarterback they had for 20 minutes. The Washington football team had a quarterback for 20 minutes. Oh, and y'all was letting him complete passes. Yeah, like literally, he was
It
driving
was the turn.
down the field.
Only reason they was in it because the early
No.
turnovers and you on that
I'm talking
side
about
of
the
the
second
field.
half when he was driving down the field again and scored a touchdown. I said, y'all gonna let somebody who don't know the entire playbook? Stop it. Stop. Jay even though. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Shelly, yes, the Capricorn season. Yes, wokeupinspired.com
Yeah.
launched the Capricorn season and Aquarius and Pisces. I was about to give me some Virgo season. I'm not a Capricorn. I'm wearing this because my wife's Capricorn and she's making me. But all the season shirts are up. She got some dope ones up there too. So visit wokeupinspired.com if you guys are interested. Yeah, for y'all Capricorns or whatever.
So that's good. He was watching
Eagles
the
hater.
game. Oh, I'm not an Eagles hater. I actually,
you
I don't like the Washington football team even more. But I'm telling y'all, let's do a quick 3-minute sports moment.
Okay, 3 minutes.
You have to be
starts now.
You have to be honest. The Dallas Cowboys are not that good right now,
No, they're not.
and everybody keeps hyping them up. You got to take even when you win, you have to admit to yourself what your team really looked like. Your team looked really bad last night.
Wait, you talking about me?
Yes, the Eagles look really
No, they
bad.
did not look really bad. You can't look
they
really
look
bad in the
really
NFL. The NFL football
Yes,
teams,
you can.
any given Sunday, anything can happen. You see the Detroit Lions beat Arizona Cardinals, when
That's not my
10-win team.
That's not my point. That's
my point. Any given Sunday, you can't say they look bad.
No,
You still
I'm saying
playing,
they look bad
people that's
because
getting paid too.
they were playing against a team that literally
Good morning.
brought a quarterback in that week to play against you. Still was able to sit in the pocket and literally
flip flop.
be productive. That don't make no sense. That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
You can say that. Good morning, Adrian. Listening to Mike the Hater.
I'm not hating. No, I'm not hating. You have to view things for what they are.
You view things.
You're gonna get destroyed by San Francisco, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, the Los Angeles Rams. Like last night, you would have got destroyed by the Seattle Seahawks, who lost to the Rams.
Any given Sunday, Mike. Football is football, but people know that already. So yeah, so the Eagles won. It was a good night. And like I said, I got caught up on Power, and my wife launched her Capricorn season T-shirts. So
dope. And I
good.
can't watch Power raising Cain because I don't believe his son is really that tough. And Tariq doesn't make me.
That was a good episode. The last episode.
Yeah,
they're on a 2-week hiatus now because of, I guess, the holiday.
I can't.
But that was a dope episode.
I don't care how much acting he does. I don't believe he'll put the gun in your mouth and shoot your brains out. I don't.
Well, he doesn't. Oh, well, he did for the cop.
I don't. He killed his dad. I don't believe it. I don't even believe he would have done that in real life. Not in real life, but I mean real life on the show. Like when he killed Ghost, I was like, that didn't. Shut up. Stop. But the show's doing well, so I support the show. You know,
Dave said, "Let me know." We did our 3-minute sports, y'all. It was a selfish moment. Dave said, "Let him know we need him." You know, he does the sports recaps.
No, I'm just if you want to get there, I'm just saying you have to be honest with your sports teams, and people aren't honest with their sports teams. Hey, that's the greatness about sports. Everybody's like getting the playoffs. For what? But go ahead, get in the playoffs.
Yeah. Tariq, I don't think Tariq's a good actor. You talking about Mary J. Blige? I think Tariq is a horrible actor, but that's just my opinion.
I'm not saying he's not.
Yeah, I think he tries too hard.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm not telling you Jalen Hurts isn't a NFL franchise quarterback.
I think the ovaries are waiting for you to introduce them. They're sitting in a waiting room.
Well, come on in, ovaries. When have ovaries ever waited for me to introduce them?
I don't know. I think that's what's going on.
Bring the ovaries. Ladies and gentlemen, bring the ovaries in. Goodness God.
You said it like the king. You said it like the king.
Outside the let me
bring
get
the royal ovaries.
Look at Mo's hair. What is going on out in Vegas?
What
how you get your hair done when you away? Like, who does that? Like, how do you get your hair done when you on vacation? Like,
oh my
Black women don't need no hairdressers. Black women can make magic in the bathroom. They come out looking like a different chick. You like Teresa? All right, everybody get on IG.
Hey, I'm coming to IG. Give me a minute. I got
you're
getting something for Jay.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
Ovaries. How was I want to see who we need to get to first. Mo's in Vegas. So Mo, how was your Vegas night? Even though I need you on IG, how was your Vegas night?
I have not slept at all. I ended my night. I just came from Planet 13, and after the show, it's on and popping today.
Mo's out cutting up. Kelly J says so. Planet 13. Explain Planet 13 for those who've never been up there.
Don't know what Planet 13 is. Planet 13
it's not the Bunny Ranch.
It's not the Bunny Ranch, but there's a lot of hoes around here. Prostitution is rampant in Vegas.
Those are not hoes. Those are working women.
I'm sorry, working women.
Those are working women. Those are not hoes.
Working women.
Totally legal out here in the streets in Vegas.
Working women. I looked at this lady and I was like, oh, she looks really, really nice. I wonder where she's going. And I saw her go from one man to the next. That
sounds like.
Whoa,
Mo, what's going on? What you got going on?
You can't put your arms up, Mo, when you talk.
Lower that volume. What you got going on?
What?
Yeah, you got a little hum going on, Mo.
You got a hum.
Good morning, Sequisa.
Oh,
nurse practitioner.
What about now?
I think it's there's something on your mic. You on your laptop?
Yes, I'm on my laptop.
Check your mic and what the settings on your mic, because there's a
microphone check 1 2 1 2. I don't think I left anything on.
Dull moment on IG. Good morning, our nurse practitioner.
Well, you had that thing yesterday. I don't know what that is. What is Planet 13? Explain Planet 13.
So Planet 13 is one of the largest dispensaries in the world.
Oh, nice. So you smoked weed last night?
They have
little gummies.
When I get off the air, I'm going to indulge in some of the items I have purchased within the Planet 13 area.
All right, Bo, get on IG. I can't see you.
I'm waiting. I was trying to fix the buzz, and I'm waiting outside the club. Now I am not outside of the club.
You are not outside of the club.
I sent you a request.
I can't see you outside.
Session.
I'm looking out the window. And now I mother see you.
Here we go.
See Mo in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, when I mute her, it goes away. Yeah, that's no.
Let me down the volume.
You gotta fix that.
Gotta be in your settings or something.
Or a
Like
loose wire.
And mine, is it? Let me just try. Let me
Mo,
try.
I smoked
Ashley
last night.
turned this into a confessional. She's like, Mike, I smoke weed last. That it's okay. Y'all don't have to confess to me. What am I? I'm not the judge and jury. It's good. Was it good weed?
There's something. I mean, I don't know what it is. When I get in front of you, I feel like I'm in a confessional. It's like I did it, Mike. I did it. I did it.
Come clean.
I'm gonna come clean. I did it. So,
I'm letting y'all know right now. Once we get
So
Shawnee in the club,
I didn't know that there
I'm
were
out
so
there.
many. What do you call it? So many ways that you can partake. So they got seasoning,
yeah,
like Jamaican jerk seasoning.
yeah.
They
That's too
got
much.
Chipotle
That's too much.
seasoning.
Now y'all just doing extra. Now y'all being extra. Now just give me some relaxful weed that's gonna put me.
They got the Justin Bieber collection.
I think
Justin
I would get some of that.
They got the little
Justin
Wayne.
Bieber?
They got the little
What
Wayne
up,
collection.
cornbread cozy?
I would not smoke. I would not smoke the Little Wayne. I would not smoke that. I would not.
Why not?
No, because I feel that's gonna take me to a place where I don't need to be. I'm scared of Lil Wayne.
That's too close to the upper room.
Like I feel Lil Wayne is on the verge of almost like some type of cocaine. Like I feel like that weed's gonna be different. I don't want that problem.
We have a different smell to it.
Yeah, it's got different smell.
You have a different
And also, I'm seeing images and stuff like that. Now I'm on the roof of one of the casino buildings and I'm on the edge. I don't want that.
Well,
Yeah, Mo, whatever you're hitting is making the hum go louder and in and out for us.
There's
Okay,
something.
so
There's
let
something
me-
simple. There's something simple.
Dirk, oh, you muted yourself. That's why I'm about to say stop.
There's
Now we
something.
can't hear you at all.
There's something. So, Shawnee, how was your night last night?
It was good. It was a lot of work. My daughter is she's a vice president for student council at her school, and the kids want her to petition to get them a vending machine in the school.
Oh,
So
wow.
we worked on her proposal last night. That was my night.
Oh wow!
business. She putting business plans together for
That's not
school,
bad.
basically. All right.
I've always thought about
Yeah.
buying an actual vending machine because they're not that expensive.
Yeah, well, maybe you could be her investor because we talked about that too. She's like, "Who's gonna buy the vending machine?" I said, "We have to pay for it. We have to pay for it."
I think it's like the total thing to stock it. If you stock your vending machine, it's so crazy. I just watched this whole tutorial on it yesterday. If you stock your vending machine through Costco's and you buy everything in bulk, I think it turns out to be like $2,100 to buy it. It's $2,100. Then the stock
What vending machine you find?
No, it's on I saw it first. I saw it on IG. Then I went to YouTube. Then YouTube said all the different just regular vending machines, and then you stock it yourself. And then you have to go do the cold calls and get people to allow you to put their, like my apartment complex has a whack ass vending machine. I know I could go to them and get them to put a different. It has no snacks. It's strictly sodas. They told you about the difference between having the waters and then the snacks and then having just sodas. And then you just stack it up yourself, buying the bulk out of Costco. And like literally dudes is making like $10,000 a month just off of like 3 vending machines.
Well,
And you can, go ahead.
The one we found, once you put because you got to put the little credit card machine on it, and it had snacks and cold.
Right.
It ended up being it was like $6,500 just for the machine.
$6,500 for a machine?
Just for the machine, and
It's
then
gonna pay itself off.
We gotta sit
It's
down.
gonna pay itself off.
She has to figure out because she can't just put Doritos, M&Ms in it because it's at the school and they have this nutrition thing. So you gotta
do a one of them healthy snack
with
bars.
the healthy snacks too, and then it competes with the healthy nutrition guidelines. Like it was a whole bunch of stuff we had to get into so she could present this. But I think she'll get it. I think she'll get it. And then
those vending machines are very lucrative.
I guess you invest. It's 2022.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, think out the box. Yeah. We never got our food
that
truck,
and what
so
else?
yeah.
It's something else she's trying to get for the school. Oh, a spirit store, so they can sell spirit wear, and because they have
to sell liquor. I was like a spirit store.
A spirit
like,
store to sell the school stuff, and and to be a fundraiser, because like for them to run track for the school, I got to pay fees again for 2 kids, and I'm like, oh, January is gonna be hard because I'm gonna get in Jack and Jill, and that's a whole nother thing. And I'm like, oh, so I said, yeah, you need to come up with some fundraisers for your school. So
Yeah,
because I know I ain't the only mama.
Ashley said, "Happy Capricorn season to my crazy twins. 1-7-10, New Jersey.
Number one.
11
11
U
youth.
Monroe. That's
All right,
11
Monroe
and under.
Braves.
Braves. Oh, congratulations!
Because trust me, the gear that my kids buy in their high school, they market that like they shoot. You would think they was one of these marketers. I'm trying to think of a fashion title I could think of, but my kids, them things be like $50 for a hoodie.
Yep.
Oh, Lady Q can do it cheaper than that. You try to tell them woke up inspired.
No, Jay. Yeah, stop. Yeah, because the price he said is right.
Oh, that's the right price? Oh, I'm just playing. I don't even know what stuff costs.
Because like at their school, they have to wear their school gear. So the place that we buy their uniforms from, look, it ticks me off because I'm like, I can make this.
Make your own. Wait, yeah, you can. Why not just do it yourself?
Mo, everything you have plugged,
gonna do that.
Everything, Mo.
We are.
Sexy Mo, everything you have plugged up, have you unplugged it and plugged it back in?
Let me try again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Is that what it is?
Yes,
well,
yes.
Now it's echoing.
That was an echo. Maybe.
Oh, wait a minute. It stopped.
Wait, y'all. Wait. Go ahead. Talk, Mo.
Yeah, test. Mic checker 1 2 1
Whoa,
2.
Mo, you talk. You talk. We need
1 2 3 4.
You're good.
Okay.
Am I?
What's that? What'd you take out?
I don't know.
He said, "What you take out?"
Hey. I ain't take it out. But that's good.
Mike don't take that now.
Somebody took it out.
I'm not taking it out. I'm here now.
Speaking of taking out, no, go ahead.
Awesome daughter are doing something like that. Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Shawty. Continue. I just want to make sure that.
Oh no, that's it. That's what she's working on. Carly, something else.
All
something
right.
else. And thank you, Mark, for sending me the pictures. I got the pictures from her party. We'll put them up. We're still waiting on the video, and I know. And when we get that, we'll put that up, and y'all can see all the craziness that happened.
All right, before
Happy
we get
holidays, chicken wing.
I'm trying to think how we want to start this. We got Jay-Z talking about verses and Beyonce and Michael Jackson. Honestly, me and Jay Black already got into Jay-Z talking about nobody can stand with me.
We can get
but that wasn't the thing that annoyed me that Jay-Z said.
What annoyed you?
What annoyed me?
Did you play the clip? You want me to play the clip?
Play the Beyonce. What he said. What about Beyonce? I don't care about
Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said he basically was like, she gonna be mad, but culturally, Michael Jackson never did Coachella.
What?
Coachella.
Oh, so he's saying that Beyonce is a bigger icon than Michael Jackson. That's what he's insinuating.
Here we go. They just be saying stuff to say stuff to get under people's skin. Like
no. You know what kills me is the people that interview him are on his payroll.
Here you go.
Yeah, because Alicia Keys was just like, yeah.
So you literally no. Listen. Beyonce is one of the most amazing performers.
She's an icon. You can give her
ever.
that.
She is a superb, high-level icon.
Mm-hmm.
Dog. She's not Michael Jackson.
No.
My kids in 2021, going on 2022, know who Michael Jackson is. Like, it kills me. I've had this debate before. People, if Michael Jackson in the streaming era released Thriller, every song streaming on Thriller would go 1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody had dudes in the hood wearing beaded jackets and Thriller jackets and high waters and penny loafers with the pennies in the penny loafers.
Yep.
And the one glove. Don't forget.
And the one glove. The leather jackets. Yeah.
Exactly, Sequisha. She says, I'm not mad at him for that. You're supposed to hype up your wife.
No.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be realistic and not say stupid stuff, and the interviewer is supposed to challenge you.
Right. Instead of saying, yeah, you're right.
He was like, oh, he moonwalked.
No, he did. He never did Coachella.
He said,
no, did he say something wrong?
No, Coachella
he
wasn't gonna
I
do.
was gonna say, was it around when he was alive?
Dog, he said he did Motown 25, the anniversary, but Beyonce did Coachella, and that's the culture. No, the culture is Motown 25, Jay-Z.
Right.
Yeah.
The culture ain't 60,000 white folks. That ain't the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I admit. I mean, she ain't Mike.
I
Mike.
love
People
Beyonce.
cried. They cried when Mike stepped on stage. They just started
Before he even started singing,
we're not gonna do this. Remember the time, just to dance, even in dancing.
Right.
The dude has a signature move where he kicks his leg up.
Well,
Everybody knows.
Beyonce is the dancer though.
Dog, she's not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson created the choreographed situation.
Yes. A lot of the moves that people are doing now.
No, I'm not saying she's better, but she can dance.
But she can absolutely dance. But there wasn't a dance move that other than the Beyonce Jay-Z song "Crazy in Love" when she twerks a little bit. Michael Jackson got multiple dances that if you do it, you're doing a Michael Jackson.
Right.
Reese Creaser, Mike.
My husband tells me I'm fine every day and I have 3 stomachs.
What's wrong with that? Yeah. What's wrong with that? Hey.
And you're not gonna get
He
me
needs something to hold on to. He needs something to hold on to.
Oh God.
Dog.
Hype up your wives, people. If you think they better than that or whatever, just hype them up.
But then it discredits all your opinions then. Because if you're doing it just for your wife, like stop. Beyonce is amazing. She's iconic. She's on the higher echelon of artists ever. She ain't Michael.
Yeah. There's only going to be one of those in a lifetime. And,
She said Beyonce cannot dance.
No, Beyonce can dance.
Stop that, Kelly J.
Kelly,
Beyonce
that's when we go crazy. That's where black people hate black people. Shut up. Kelly J, you know I love you. Shut the fuck up. Like, stop. I love you, Kelly. You know I do. Don't take that the wrong way. Want to Be Starting Something is one of my favorites. We're not even talking about Off the Wall.
Yeah, that was an amazing album.
Yeah, they set up the Thriller album.
You're not even talking
Lady
about
in My Life. Come on.
Shiny Lady start.
Yeah, Lady in My Life. That was the song by him.
She's Out of My Life. Like y'all gonna leave Mike alone. Y'all,
it's levels to it. There's definitely levels to it. And Mike is.
He was different, Joe. When people say that little phrase, he was different or she's different, he's different.
We may feel that way 20 years from now about Beyonce, though. They may be saying the same thing. How Beyonce,
I get it,
y'all don't know she was it, and single ladies, and
they will still know Mike 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, come on, Jay. Like, stop that.
Oh no. Oh, you saying Jay-Z? Okay.
Jay-Z. I'm like, come on, man. Like, come on. I get it. You caping for your wife, and I get it. Yeah. The Off the Wall album, song for song, might be better than Thriller, but that's for whoever what you're into.
So Michael got to do his own verses.
The old nose Mike.
So Michael Jackson verses against his son.
How about this? Michael Jackson was a better singer than Beyonce when he was 8.
Then
when he sang when a man loves a woman, ain't no person that age had that vocal control in the history of this game.
Stevie,
we play that right now. You got to be kidding me! That kid was a kid singing that.
Yeah,
singing some grown ass man song. Oh man, come on, man! That was my album.
Stand by your spouse.
I have his the clip of him talking about verses.
Play that because
that's the one that I have. Okay.
Stand on that stage with me. I need this. I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect. Everyone's amazing and done what they done. No one can stand on that stage with me. I'm just telling you guys the real. There's not a shot. There's not a chance in hell that anyone can stand on that stage with me for I don't know how long it is. 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hours.
Right.
Look, I gotta stand in front of the Grammy family freestyle live. No one's ever even seen me perform that. Like you gotta stand in front of that. That ain't gonna never happen, man. Let's move on from verses and let's get back to the this Keys album.
But first, before we move on from verses, we definitely have to give my husband his.
right, stop. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why Jay-Z's a genius. This is why Jay-Z's a genius. This is what you call the 52 fake out, right? This is what you do. And boxers do this. Boxers do this when they don't want to fight other boxers. There ain't no reason for me to get on here. Can't nobody stand next to me on stage.
Boom.
Can't nobody stand next to me on stage. Okay. Then call Swiss and do it. That's all I'm saying.
Did you notice something? You know something we talked about? Look at this, Mike. Jay has his the NFT. You see it?
You stand on that stage with me. I need this. I
Did you see it?
Yeah, I think
you stand on that stage with me. I need this. I ain't gonna lie. No disrespect. Everyone.
Yeah.
The shirt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Cartoon like figure. Yeah, that's his.
Yeah, not to digress.
Yeah,
We opened our OpenSea account last night too. So Mike, yeah, you need to do it.
Oh, dope. That's dope.
Whatever y'all talking about.
The
NFTs
from yesterday we talked about. But that's the 50. I think you were here for some of it, but you left. You left.
Oh yeah, that was Kamari. My bad.
You left.
Yeah, all black people don't look like Shawn. Yeah.
But you're stupid. I mean, but kind,
Shut up, Mike.
Y'all chocolate. Y'all chocolate. If you squint your eyes.
Especially these 3 squares. I mean, I'm just saying. Wasn't for the ovaries. I don't know. But that's the 52 fake out. Can't nobody stand with me on stage for 2 hours. Then do it.
They really can't. Thank you, Stacey.
No. That's all subjective. That's all subjective. Lil Wayne really can.
Yeah, that would be good.
Pound for pound, I think
Eminem really can, and don't just drop a beat and they start rapping.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
You always been a Jay-Z hater though, so
I'm not a Jay-Z hater. I actually admire Jay-Z. I'm just saying I know when the propaganda starts where can't nobody stand with me. Then motherfucker do it.
Yeah.
I love that Evander Holyfield. I compare it to Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson. Evander wanted to fight Mike Tyson forever. And then Mike Tyson went to jail for the rape charge. And Evander said, all I want to do is fight Mike Tyson. Then Mike Tyson came out, wasn't fighting. He was fighting this person, this fight. Evander was like, just fight me. And then Evander almost damn near lost against somebody. And then Mike was like, let's fight. And Evander beat that ass twice. Twice. Do it.
And Mike bit his
Let's make it happen. Like don't tell me somebody can't stand in front of me. Tell me, this is what I want to hear. Tell me whoever wants to stand in front of me, let's make it happen.
But
That's
what
all.
does he gain by destroying you? Like
It's not. First of all, he's never destroyed anybody in the battle. The only battle he had, he lost.
He did not lose.
He lost.
What you want to call it? What do you want to call it?
He lost to Nas.
Don't play with ether. Don't. Let's not.
He lost
too early in the morning.
Nas.
It's too early in the morning. Let's not do that, Jay Black.
I'm just saying, when I went to my Amazon account and I typed in Jay-Z's greatest hits and it said rediscover Jay-Z, it was 6.5 hours.
I
plus.
don't care. Did he lose the battle? Hold on.
Over 90 songs.
Jay, the one battle he was in, did he lose? Yes.
I don't think he lost.
So how you gonna tell me you
don't think he lost?
Hold on.
Wasn't tied.
Let me tell you how much Jay-Z lost. Jay-Z, after Nas put
that
Ether
Ether
out.
was fire though.
After Nas put Ether out, Jay-Z went to Hot 97, for those who don't know, the biggest hip-hop station in the world. And Jay-Z went up there with his response. And he said, he let the phone callers call up. And the phone callers called up and said, that's not it, dog. You lost. Ain't been no more official stuff than that. So you 0-1 in the battle. And now you're going to tell me, can't nobody stand with you?
Versus is a vibe. And Jay's catalog, Mike, literally 1 through 90.
But the point is, stop acting like Jay-Z can't lose. Is what
he
we're
has.
saying.
He got smoked by Biggie.
He has.
Wait. He got smoked by Biggie.
You talking about one song
on
Versus
Brooklyn's Finest. He got smoked by Eminem on Renegade.
Ain't no one round knockout.
He got smoked by Eminem on Renegade. He got smoked by Biggie on Brooklyn's Finest. So how about this?
And that's all subjective to your opinion.
Oh, Biggie didn't smoke him?
I said it's all subjective to you.
Hold up, Biggie. I'm gonna ask you, Biggie.
You
This
can downgrade, try to
well, I'm
discredit
asking
Hov.
your
Hov is by
subjectiveness.
far on a different level when it comes to rappers.
Did Hov get smoked on
like
Renegades
Michael
by
Jackson
Eminem?
is a different level.
So I named
Hov
three
is a different
situations.
level.
I named three situations. Hov is not even close to Michael Jackson. Because
No,
I'll
I'm
take
saying as
Illmatic
far as
over
hip-hop-
Reasonable Doubt every day of the week.
Thank you.
I'll take Illmatic over Reasonable Doubt every day of the week.
And I wouldn't. I'm taking Reasonable
I
Doubt.
know, because that you're the Jay-Z lover. We know that Illmatic is Illmatic.
You the Jay-Z lover.
When Illmatic,
Hov
Reasonable
is-
Doubt literally took like 8 years to go platinum. When Illmatic hit the streets, that was it. The streets was on fire
Y'all taking Illmatic over Reasonable Doubt.
all day. I'll go
Oh,
song
that's-
for
no,
matter of
you
fact,
said that.
hold up. We'll go song for song. We'll set up a time where we'll do it on the show. We'll go song for song.
Mo, you agree
We're
with
gonna
that?
have a versus. Let's do a Jay-Z Nas
Absolutely.
versus on the show.
Illmatic, literally.
Let's do that.
I don't even want to take my IG off so I can read off.
Okay, no, let's do this. Let's do this when we come back from break. Okay, Mike, you send me a list of your 20 songs for Nas. Jay,
Whoa, we're not doing 20 songs.
you send me.
No,
Well, we gonna go
you know
quick.
why? You know why he don't want to do 20?
No,
He got 20
No,
songs.
no, we're not
Nas
gonna-
got
He
20
ain't got
songs.
20 heat like Jay
no,
got.
20. Nas got 20 songs, though.
Nas does have
He
20
ain't
songs.
getting extra credit like Hov for every one of his 20.
Nas got
I'm
20
just saying.
songs.
You can be like, oh yeah, that was dope, Nas. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
What?
No, you're
Hov
crazy.
has a feeling. It's a vibe. Versus
Dog, you're
that
on his
energy.
nutsack
And-
so
and it's a
crazy since you were
different
like 12.
feel. It's a different feel.
Dog, if it wasn't for Philly, not Jay-Z, the Rockefeller wouldn't have been popping if it wasn't for Philly. Nas was the leader of his
balls
squad.
off your back. Like, you
No
are
opposed.
deriding him so hard.
90s, I
I know.
remember in 1996.
No, we played a
when that
song.
joint
Mo, we
dropped,
played a song.
and
We
I've
played a
been
song.
riding with Hov
We
ever
played a
since.
song. We played a song by The Rock. And he was like,
Actually,
Jay-Z's
before
verse is
96,
crazy.
I remember
Then we heard
rocking
Beanie Siegel's verse. He got smoked on this song.
Yes.
So show
And
a
I dare
post
you say
up
that
top
he
on
did.
IG says Nas. He's on Jay's side. He says Nas doesn't have 20, or he or she.
Oh,
Nas-
God.
Nas-
Nas
Nas-
got 20
Nas
easy.
doesn't
Nas
have
doesn't
20
have
hot
that
joints.
Heat.
Dog,
What?
Nas got 20
different
here
level.
right now.
I just
Right
looked
now.
at the list. It was 90
Nas
joints from
got
Hov
20
Okay.
And it
years
was back
now.
to
Let's-
back. It's like, ooh.
Let's do
But
the
I don't want to
verses.
do because then I got because we're not gonna do it today because then I
No,
gotta
not
take-
today.
yeah.
When we come back from break, you got
Yeah.
time to send
All
me
we
the
need
20
is-
songs and
And
Jay sent me
and
20
the whole
songs.
point of this is that the whole point, and this is why Jay
Jacqueline.
knows how to do this. Jay-Z knows how to do this. The whole point is stop saying they can't stand on the stage with you and say, tell me who wants it, and I'm down. It's the 52 fake out. Boxers do this all the time. Just say, I'm with it.
Or
And
I don't want to.
and
no,
you
I don't
don't
want to do it.
You don't because you
Yeah.
and hold on. I'll give another battle. Jay-Z admits DMX smoked him in a battle.
Mm.
Well, he
So-
never did it, right?
No, they
He-
battled in real life. They
he
battled
showed
face.
up, but I thought-
It was like
No.
a little-
Listen. They battled in real life. It's footage. They battled and DMX beat him. He says it before DMX died. He lost to DMX in a battle.
Mhm.
It was like in 90.
He lost to Nas in a battle.
Some early on.
He's been smoked on songs by Beanie, Eminem. He's been smoked.
And when that concert come to town, you only got to pick one 2-hour concert between Nas or Jay-Z for
Don't
2
forget he
freaking
stole
hours.
Lil Chris.
Who are you going to see?
Wait. Let's be clear.
Period.
Don't act like Jay-Z has got the dopest live show. I've been to a ton of them. So
His
stop.
catalog alone is
No. Don't bring the
Keep
show
that
up
live
because
show.
No,
the live-
Jay ain't up
the
there
live-
dancing.
the live-
Nas ain't dancing either. What are you talking about?
But stop. Number one, and God bless, because we're not talking this as big as alive on verses. But I'm not even gonna bring that up. But I'm saying I'm gonna stay back to the point. Don't say people can't stand on stage with you. Say, bring me the person who wants to stand on stage with me.
Bing.
That's what you said. Because
Everybody always want to shot at the king, right?
No.
Whoever's on top.
Then
So
just
everybody's
say.
gonna wanna
First
get
of all,
the
he's not. First of all, if I bring Drake out, Drake will go song for song with this dude and do 30 songs. Don't
Ain't
play
got
with
90.
me.
He ain't got 90.
You don't have to have 90
Whoa,
to have.
whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa,
just
whoa!
saying,
Who don't
I'm
got what?
still
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
rocking.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa! Jay Black, who
rocking.
don't got what? Who don't got what?
I'm standing.
Drake
that
don't got what?
What he said is facts. There's no artist right now that can do a verses with
Drake
Jay.
will sit on stage with him and do 50 songs, my dude.
Easy.
No,
50.
Drake got some heat. He's dope.
Yes.
But it
Little
ain't like
Wayne.
Hov.
Little
His
Wayne.
verses is a vibe. You
No,
come on there singing.
literally, if Little Wayne can start when he's 12 and play songs that he was rocking on.
So it's all subjective.
But once again, it's all subjective. But the one thing that's not subjective is you're not going to put the Jedi mind trick on everybody. Jay, all you had to do, Jay-Z, would say, whoever wants that stage, come on.
Because you will not
and
win.
we go.
Yeah. Like, that's how you really do it. If you that confident.
Can they even afford Hov? Because I'm sure his price got to be higher.
This is always the bailout. Here's the bailout. Can we afford Hov? There it goes. There it goes. It's not hip hop anymore. Now it's can you afford Hov?
Well, of course, it's all about money. It's a business.
Can you
streams go up? Everything happens, and you make.
If you're a billionaire at that point and you claim that can't nobody mess with you, then let's make it happen.
Super. I know you're a DJ, Soup. I know you got a different ear, but come on. Did he just say Busta, 50 Cent, and Missy, and LL? Can go ahead, Jay.
No, you just forget that LL is 15 years of being hot.
He
Not
more
a
than
decade.
15 years
of being of just bangers.
Pink cookies in a plastic. What is it? Pink cookies in a plastic bag or whatever.
No, all I gotta do is rock the bell.
Panther.
I just when you do
yeah,
your
he got
song,
joints.
when Jay-Z says allow me to reintroduce myself and he says LL Cool J's hard as hell, then Jay-Z does this and then LL says I'm bad and then LL does my radio.
His
and then,
first half of the game would be 5 for L.
and then he got Roundaway Girl. He got
Jingling Baby.
Jingling Baby.
I give y'all the first half. It'll be dope.
First half, when he sings I Need Love, every woman in the damn stadium is going crazy.
That and Love You Better.
Is she? Then we doing verses. Then we gonna do lyrics. Is she blow dishes, skeevy, delicious? What? Hollis to Hollywood. Damn. But is he good? Man, you better stop playing. Y'all.
I think 50 and Jay would be fun. That would be fun.
No, let me tell you something.
That would be fun because I'm sorry, but 50
would make it entertaining.
Exactly. 50 had the club going.
There's no album.
Minute,
There's no album that Jay-Z has that is harder than 50's first album. I'm gonna tell you this story and then we'll take a break. 50's first album was so crazy that at Club Evolutions, there's over 1,000 people packed in his place. And we just played his album song after song.
After song.
All we did was play it. All we did was play it.
Man.
All we did was play it. We didn't do it. The DJ didn't even do anything. The DJ just played and played and played. That first album is so crazy. And we're acting like he don't have other songs other than
we did that on the radio too. We played every song. Not back to back, but
we played the whole album back to back,
and then he did the radio tour.
Y'all forgot about Hov. Clearly,
we ain't forgot about Hov.
Forget about Hov. We just we not on that Michael. We not on that. I'm never on that Michael Jordan narrative stuff where people forget everybody else. We didn't forget about Hov. We forgot about
and
everybody
he hired himself
else.
Anyway. He only come out when he want to come out. So.
I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. The only time I even sound like this is when I'm talking with Jay Black. I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I got Tidal when it came out.
Yeah, I did too.
On the B-side concert, Jay-Z has one of the greatest freestyles on the B-side concert, which Jay ain't see. On the B-side concert in New York, where he explained so much that was so dope. I'm not saying Jay-Z ain't dope. Jay-Z is one of the best ever.
Here you go.
When Jay Black has nothing to answer back,
I let the music talk.
Because we can all do that. That's easy.
Yeah. He done got off of Instagram.
Whoa. What was that? Play that last song. Play that last song. Whose voice is that?
On a hook? How many people?
President to represent me.
It's 90.
For presidents to represent me.
Mike, it's 90.
But you be compromising the show to play music.
All right.
No,
you come off IG.
It ain't enough to do it.
The people can't hear that on IG, so they sitting here like, "What's going on?"
That's when Jay gets frustrated, just like yesterday. When he gets frustrated.
Turn my music up.
Go to commercials. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Michael Shawn Takeover Legends. Go, just go. When he's a kid, when he turns into a kid like this, he's a kid. We'll be back. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Go to break. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Walmart or Target? Walmart or Target?
Target, man.
Like, did you even have to ask that, Jay Black?
I got money now. I got a hit song or two. You know what I'm saying?
You sing this why I love you. Like, what?
I love you. Imagine me just being in Walmart. I mean, I'll go sometime, but you know what I mean? Target.
All right, last one. Oh, somebody wanted to know about prenups. We'll come back to that. Last one. Nasty sex or making love? You only get to choose one.
Both.
No,
that ain't fair. Both.
Tell them it depends on the time of the day.
It does. But I just saw a video that went viral of somebody they reenacting on Viola Davis's page, reenacting TV love scenes and how it's just dramatic and no love is being made. It's just and ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening unless you a pastor.
Right. I'm gonna get you saved, Mike. Mike, you gonna get saved. Major hope motivation.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you dare complain ever that we don't bring people to this forum that can entertain you, that can school you, and do everything. Major hope motivations, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm proud of you, man. I believe in you. You is kind, you is smart, you is important. Man, I'm rocking with this team. Let's do it.
Thank you, Major. Thank you so much. Yo,
I love y'all. Y'all meet me on social media. Now that's Major, and I'll talk with y'all later. Peace,
Absolutely.
Man.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yay!
Girl pop.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do.
Michael Shawn wears
tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I creep. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Every day.
Mike Shawn wears
tight shirts. To the gym or wherever.
tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, Michael Shawn and We the Worst Records, Pluto, Aristotle, and P Skills have just destroyed or created another perfectly horrible song. Yeah! Check out the next single, Grown Man Wearing Skinny Jeans.
That's it, bro. Mix it up, bro.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in, Mike Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, my girl, Sexy Mo, live from Vegas. Oh man, I'm so jealous that she's
live.
I know,
went to
right?
a comedy show last night, Mike.
Who was performing?
And Brett, goodness, what is his last name?
I know you're talking about Brett. Damn, now you got me stuck.
It was, oh man, it's gonna kill me.
It was just him?
It was him for like an hour and 15 minutes. Brett Erickson.
Yes. Okay. They get
Funny dude from Jersey. He was from Jersey.
That's dope.
And yeah.
Get on
I thought about you. I was like, that would be dope if he had like a residency.
A residency is so dope out there. Yes. Joan Rivers, rest in peace. Joan Rivers used to have a residency out there for years, and my parents went to go see her, and they didn't know how in she went. And my dad was like, he's like, that bitch is foul. But she was Joan. No, Joan Rivers was amazing. Shout to Joan Rivers. Shout to damn, I'm gonna forget his name. Oh, he treated us so good out there. Black man, old school black man, big, old school. God, I can't believe I forgot his name. He had a residency out there for years. And whenever we went to Vegas, he would treat us so well. What is his name? Oh my God, y'all going. He was always on Time Joyner. He was anyway.
Time Joyner?
Anthony.
Yeah. Not J. Anthony Brown. George Wallace. Thank you, George Wallace. George Wallace.
Yes.
Was like, I don't need. Is George Wallace still alive? I want to make sure.
As far as we know,
he's still alive, right? Good. George Wallace had a residency out there. I can't even say it. But my thing was, he ran Vegas. Like when we went out there, he literally would say, go here and I'll set you up here. Then go there, I'll set you up there. He had that for years. Shout out to George Wallace. Vegas is my favorite. It's my favorite city, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think that's even better than Miami. Something about Vegas that keeps me like the fact that it doesn't matter what time it is and them slot machines are still popping. Ping, 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 ping,
yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Ring, ring, ring. That was the first time in Vegas at the Billboard Awards that I saw Justin Timberlake at the Billboard Awards at the MGM sing Cry Me a River. I had never heard the song.
Yes.
And I
just came across those pictures.
You was there, yeah.
Yes, I was there. Sprite sponsored.
Oh
yes.
my!
Send me those pictures, man. I love to see them.
Yo.
Yes.
And we heard dun 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 dun. Oh, and I was like, "What is this song?"
Yes.
I said, "Oh," and that's the day I got drunk with Montel Williams and won a lot of money and lost a lot of money. And Fat Joe was at the table. Fat Joe was at the table. Montel Williams was at the table. Mo was with me when we interviewed Ashanti and
Solange.
It was Ashanti and who's the dude from Love Jones? Who's a actor?
Lorenz Tate. We was hanging out with Lorenz Tate that night.
But Lorenz Tate had a little attitude during the interview. I think he was smashing Ashanti because I was giving my questions and he was trying to answer the questions for Ashanti. Ashanti was ripped. Like you could tell she ain't sleeping at all. Oh man, Vegas. Jay Black, why wasn't you there?
I don't remember. I was about to ask you, was I there? I remember a lot of award shows, but I don't remember.
Jay Black wasn't at that award. He wasn't at the Billboards that year. It was something else. I don't know why he wasn't with us, but
I was so drunk. Mo went and ran the streets. I couldn't.
I did.
I said, "Go get it, girl," because I can't.
I did.
Yeah, that was it. Oh, shout to Vegas. That's one of them nights that I would have married like a waitress. Like y'all be like, why is this white girl here with you? Like we got married. We married. Jay, get on the IG Live. All right. So
can you hear us now? The relationship
we got our weekly Wellness Wednesday guest. Shayna is in the building.
Right.
Yeah. You gonna put Shayna on IG or Jay?
Oh, let's put Shayna on.
Something's going on with the audio. I think Illuminated Financial said that they can't hear anything.
Y'all can't hear anything?
Yeah, there's a couple people on there saying they can't hear nothing.
Oh, damn. Let's see what's
Why
going
y'all
on.
can't hear?
Why y'all can't hear? Hold up.
She remembers you. She said the Puerto Rican phenomenon.
Who said that? Oh, what up? Y'all still can't hear nothing? Tell us on IG.
Hey,
Anyway,
can y'all hear?
the herpes goddess is in the building.
Oh, they can hear.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, Shayna. How are y'all?
All right, Shayna, we're gonna bring you in this. We're gonna bring you in this topic because I need more ovaries.
Well,
on
get
this
her on
topic.
IG.
Get her on IG.
I'm trying to let her in the club, but
I
she's
can
smoking
hear
a
all of
cigarette.
them.
Why are
Okay,
you
good.
smoking a cigarette? Like
smoking
get in
cigarettes?
the club. What if you don't bring
Who's
your ass in the
smoking a
club?
cigarette?
Shayna, she outside the club smoking a cigarette. What are you doing, girl?
Shayna has her head wrapped today again, so she's been there burning sage. She clearing the air.
It's morning over here. You gotta set the vibes for the day. Get your energy right.
What's your schedule? What do you do? What is your routine in the morning time? Like, what do you do? Like, how do you wake up?
I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I meditate. I drink my coffee. I say my affirmations. And then I wake up my son and I get him prepared for the day. So that's usually the morning setup.
You wake up early just to meditate.
Yeah.
Wow.
He said just to meditate. Yeah.
Say
downgraded
it.
All right.
So I talk to a lot of people who are like struggling and sad. So I have to get my energy right in order to start those conversations and make other people feel better. I can't come in there with static energy and they already got static energy. I'm not going to do no good for them. So I got to make sure my cup is full before I go into my workday.
So you got to build your force field to make sure that your superpowers are at their height. Kelly J, respectfully, my favorite video so far have been you with the white wrap on. Okay.
Yeah, I guess she's doing some. She's been doing a lot of dance battles. They've been very interesting, to say the least.
What are we talking about? Dance battles? What
on IG? You don't follow her on IG?
You don't follow Shayna?
I don't know. I haven't seen the dance battles.
You gotta do better.
They on IG.
Okay, well, can y'all explain since I don't know? Like what dance battles we got going on? Like what's going on?
She be battling the little herpes alien. The green face, that's herpes, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Shayna, explain what goes on. What goes on this?
Herpes is a character. Right. And she likes to pop up on me wherever I'm at in random places. And every time she pops up on me, it's on site. And we get into this dance battle. Well, during the dance battle is an exchange of education. So we're going at it with facts, myths and facts, or limiting beliefs, affirmations, triggers, what doesn't trigger. It's a different topic every dance battle. So it's a way of entertaining my followers and also educating them at the same time.
That is on the verge of being brilliant.
You had an interesting TikTok too, where the guy you put the post up of him saying, "Can you talk about something else?" And then you break him down about why I'm not going to talk about something else.
Yep.
So why won't you talk about something else? Well, what's your answer to when somebody says that?
Because our mission at Herpes Can Never is to be at war with the stigma until our community feels comfortable being open about our status and proud of our sexuality. I might be open and proud, but the whole community is not open and proud yet. So I'm going to keep at it until that's the narrative. So no,
that's dope.
Yeah,
ma'am. That's dope.
Her and her partner Amber, they really on a mission, and I really been following and watching. Like I said, I get weird followers because of that. That people think I got herpes because I'm following and liking them. But I don't have herpes. I just follow and like Shayna and Amber. I like their movement. I'm supportive.
But why you even got to say all that though? It
because
don't matter.
I don't like, well, probably why they assuming because you follow and like people post that you got to be in the community too. I just want to, so I'm part of the cause and supporting.
But that's a part of the stigma that we're trying to break. The stigma is so thick that even people without herpes has been mentioned. I don't got herpes.
That's why I set you up so you can say that. I set you up so you can say that because there are people out there that think.
I said it to somebody this week because they told me that they had a cold sore, and I was like, "So you got herpes?" And
Shayna
they
told
was
us that.
like, "I don't have herpes."
Damn, but Shawnee, why would you say it like that?
Yeah, because that's how I talk. I mean, it's somebody I know, so that's how I talk.
But
I'm
that's
like,
the
"You got
stigma.
herpes?"
See, you said it like in a
But
derogatory
I
manner.
told
to
him
not
about
making-
Shayna. I told him about Shayna. I said, listen, you might want to go get have you been tested? Well, no, I did a lot of research and they said, and some other family members had it. I was like, also, all y'all got this. You done had this since you was a baby. It could have been something. I wasn't being funny. I was just
Similar to
saying.
cold sores, though, Shayna. Say if somebody use paper towels when they're sick and they're rubbing their nose and they get that, when they is that considered herpes too? Like when you get the outbreak from using paper towels instead of soft tissues when you're sick.
You wouldn't know unless you got the area tested. Now, some people might have sores because they're using rough tissue. You shouldn't be using rough tissue on your nose, y'all, because you're going to get some sores on your nose. But some people do experience herpes outbreaks in their nose. Like, some people do go through that. So,
but when you use rough tissue, doesn't it just tear your skin? Like, I've done it where I blow my nose so much and it tears my skin. I don't get a cold sore.
But
there's like a difference, right?
Everyone's outbreak looks different. Sometimes it might look like redness, swelling. It might look like a paper cut. It might look like a white head. It might look like a cluster filled with bumps. It can look any type of way. So it won't always look like what somebody's cold sore looks like. My outbreaks don't look like somebody's cold sore. My outbreaks look like a razor bump. When I went to go get tested for the first time, my doctor told me it was a razor bump. She swore up and down it was a razor bump. I'm like, no, that don't sit well with me. Please test the area.
How about genital warts? That's different, right?
Yeah, that's HPV.
Okay, well, explain that. So, how do you get rid of a genital wart? Do they have to?
Sometimes some people freeze them. I'm not familiar with genital warts like I am familiar with genital herpes. I know it's a symptom of HPV. I know HPV has several different strands. Some strands may cause cervical cancer. Some strands may cause throat cancer. Some may cause genital warts. I did heard a story from a doctor that said that a girl was getting razor bumps, what she thought was razor bumps, and having her partner pop them. And she wasn't getting razor bumps. She had genital warts. And the way genital warts work is if you pop those, they started spreading all over. Yeah.
Internally and externally.
I thought they had to burn genital warts off of you.
Lord,
I think there's a method of freezing the warts.
They freeze those. It's called with nitrate sticks. It's a procedure that can be done in your doctor's office for men and women. Yeah.
I heard they burn them and smell like chicken, but
what?
No, real talk. I'm not. No. If you, I spend a lot of time on YouTube. When I go see my personal plays with my stuff, they tell me all the warnings. What is that called? What is it that the guy doctor is? The guy, y'all got a gynecologist. We have a urologist.
Okay.
Anyone can go to a urologist.
Yeah,
I mean, but that was the one. That was the doctor that I asked all the questions to. That I saw, because guys don't have a specific. That's the closest thing we have to somebody who just
your PC. You got your PC.
Yeah,
my PC.
Primary care physician.
No, y'all got a gynecologist. A gynecologist. We don't have a doctor.
That men don't have a penis doctor. They don't have a doctor that specifically looks at your
exactly.
Penis,
That's why
so you have your PC.
Yeah, but the PC doesn't. He's not an expert, or she's not an expert. Y'all have somebody who went to school specifically for that part of the body. Like the urologist is the only person that really will tell you everything. Grab your balls and do the whole prostate thing and everything. We don't have somebody that we go to monthly or every few months, which is ridiculous. We should.
Does that? I didn't know they did that.
I didn't know that they did that either.
That's where I got my prostate checked.
At the urologist?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I guess because it is all connected. If you think it's all connected to.
Yeah, that's what, and they had that when I got my prostate checked. Then they made me get my blood checked. It was just they were like, "This is good, we did everything, put the finger in the butt and all that other stuff." But now we want you to get your blood checked. and then I had to get my blood checked. I think I got to check like 3 times. I haven't done it in a long time. I need to go do that.
It is important. I think they said Kango Kid, the one that passed away from UTFO, he didn't get his stuff checked, and that, that's part of his cancer, and that stuff is serious. So definitely get
we
checked.
have to normalize that for men to get preventive care, and not wait until things like that happen.
And guys, I know you want to clown me. It's not that big a deal. The first time you get it done,
it's
it's
a finger
awkward.
in your butt.
It's awkward.
Yeah,
multiple times. You like
that's
it,
awkward.
Multiple times?
No, I got it multiple times.
Say.
So I think I got it. I told you I had a black male doctor who did it. Then I had a white female doctor who did it. Because I was trying to figure out who am I going to be more comfortable with their finger in my butt. And then I realized,
are you asleep when it happens?
no, you're wide awake.
No, you're up.
They gel up. They put
They
the glove
lube.
on and they lube up, and then they go mwah, and they in there, and then they talk to you because they're trying to see if it's swollen or not.
Ain't no flag on the play. That's
trying
right.
to decide.
No flag.
I'm listening. I'm about to throw the flag.
That's a real tap.
He made
tap,
sound
tap
effects with it. Did you hear that?
No.
He making lip sound effects, and you were violating, Mike. Go ahead.
It's all day. It's not just one finger. They put 2 fingers, and they're like, mwah, and they like, so how you kids? And you're like, they're good. And they're like, then they feel
I just want to throw something out there. A man's G-spot is in his butt.
Okay? Yes, it is. That's why I keep saying, like, I keep doing the come here motion, because actually the prostate, it's called milking the prostate, for those who don't know, and without even touching your penis or your genitalia, you can actually make a man have an orgasm that way.
There's a story that a man went to the doctor and got a prostate exam. He had an orgasm, and he killed the doctor for giving him an orgasm. Google it. He was so homophobic that after he had an orgasm, he left and came back and shot the doctor.
If a male made you ejaculate,
And the doctor was just doing his job.
Yeah.
I'm not killing a doctor for making me ejaculate. Like, I'm confused, and I probably won't tell nobody.
That's a stigma, Mike. You have to be open to
No.
You can't talk about stigmas, because when you gonna go get yours checked?
Let Mike talk.
When the last time you had a finger in your butt? They black.
Now listen, let me be honest with y'all. Let me be all that true transparency. I would be like, I'm not telling nobody, but I would book my appointment for 6 months later. Like, I'd be like, I'm not telling.
What? See, he's a comedian.
Speaking of doctors, though, Shayna, I was told, I was reading an article, and I was told actually that doctors can actually catch herpes if they don't wear gloves from their patients.
A lot of doctors have herpetic Whitlow because they handle that area. And
they have what?
Oh, what?
Herpetic Whitlow, and that's herpes on your fingers. You can have type 1 or type 2 on your fingers. Like I said, type 1 and type 2 can be found both above and below the navel. So that's why I say you don't have to have sex to get herpes, y'all. You can get a hand job from somebody.
Girl, now I'm like,
you can get a hand job. Wait, so if you go to the regular, like the massage spot, like 360 massage or Kennedy Boulevard massage, and you can get it if they don't got gloves on when they give you the happy ending?
If they got herpes and they're going through viral shedding, I mean,
it's ridiculous.
Can it spread more? Like, if you already got herpes and then the doctor, then you can't give you herpes if you already got herpes, right? It can't be like times 10, like worse, and then you got it here and there.
You gotta be kidding.
Well, since I have HSV2, I can't get HSV2 again in that area, but I can spread it to my fingers or above because that's a different nerve ending. So I may have HSV2 on my sacral ganglion, but I don't have HSV2 up here. So it's possible that I can transmit my own virus above.
What's the sacral? What's the sacral ganglion?
That's the nerve. That's your nervous system. That is everything below your belly button.
And say the word again.
The sacral ganglion, and then you have the trigeminal ganglion. That's
sacral ganglion. I'm like, girl, let me rub on that sacral ganglion.
Don't do that. That's not sexy.
That's not sexy. Well, how about
Say it again.
What was
Say
it?
it again.
Say it again.
Say it again.
Say it so I can say it one more time. Sac what?
Sacral ganglion.
Sacro gag. Let me look on that sacro gaggle on, girl. Nah, okay.
Sacro gaggle.
Maybe it
Get
doesn't
that
work.
gaggle on. No.
Let me get that gaggle
Leave
on
my
popping,
gaggle
girl.
on alone.
Let me pop off in that gaggle on, girl. Stop playing with me. Let me.
No.
Shout out Bobby Holiday. Yeah, Bobby said Mike telling the truth about that prostate procedure. Get checked, man.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all.
Morning, B Dot.
Be very open with these conversations. That's what I'm telling you. Be very open with this. Hey, y'all, goddess, have you ever been recognized on the streets and they just like yell out herpes goddess? Like the herpes goddess. Has anybody ever done that?
Well, people won't say herpes goddess. People will like stare. I had one person like slowly approach to me and she was like, I didn't want to say anything, but I can't help it. I just want to hug you and tell you how much you've helped me. I've been at the barbershop getting my hair cut and then I'll mention my platform and they was like, yeah, we all recognized you when you walked in the store, but we didn't really want to say nothing until you said something. So I kind of get the tiptoe.
All right, well, let's keep it factual. How many guys still try to holler at you and don't give a fuck?
My DMs is lit. Okay.
I know that.
That's why it takes her forever to respond back to me sometimes. Like that, she know what's going on.
It's hard on the DMs. It's hard. Everything get lost in there.
Cause we ain't even like, I thought I was following you, but now I guess I was.
Hey, follow her on TikTok too, because she has over 30 some odd thousand followers. She's popping on TikTok.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that because I mean, God,
my DMs ain't even popping. Maybe I need.
And she ain't even got herpes. You should get herpes.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, maybe I need to say herpes goddess too.
No, but Shane, Mike,
herpes goddess.
She stays in some type of bikini, Mike. She be having the long hair on sometimes.
Oh, you be on a bikini?
Yeah, and she look good. She got a nice body. Yes.
And you got a tight little body. I ain't never seen your whole body.
Yeah,
well, then you not following her.
Follow me, Mike.
Because she be shaking her butt on camera and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give them a little spice it up.
I feel like I'm cheating sometimes, Mike. When I watch, sometimes I feel like I'm cheating. I gotta hurry. Like my wife comes by me, I gotta hurry up and scroll. Like wait, I wasn't looking too long. So yeah, it feel like you're cheating a little bit. It does.
No, Jake, no.
No, I support though. I support.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm not single, but if I was, I'd be like, hey, listen, I guess we got it.
I guess we got it.
We got it. That's the energy that I'm looking for. If my person not feeling like that, I don't want you.
Because and we're not gonna argue because we don't want no stress. We don't want nothing said, no outbreaks. Correct?
No triggers. No triggers.
We don't want no. We having normal conversations. We'll agree to disagree because neither one of us want nothing to pop off. Literally,
you know, if you yell at me, you're gonna have a bump tomorrow.
Exactly.
You're gonna have a bump on tomorrow.
Nobody's worth a herpes outbreak. I'm not stressing. I'm not losing my peace for nobody because don't nobody want to go through that.
Yo, that is so amazing. You said nobody's worth an outbreak.
No.
You should get that on the shirt. You're not worth an outbreak.
But the thing that gets me with this, like the more I listen to you, educate us on this, and I have other conversations. The thing that boggles me is that because I thought about it, I'm like, okay, so yeah, why when I go to the doctor and I say, all right, I'm ready for my STD panel, they have to come back and say, okay, well, do you want to be tested for HIV? Do you want to be tested for? Well, my doctor they ask. I don't have to say it anymore.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, shouldn't that just be standard?
The CDC recommends against testing for herpes.
Right, and to me that's a problem. It's like why y'all recommend against it?
Because the pharmaceutical company would like this to spread,
right.
So Valtrex can make $1 trillion, and then all the variations of Valtrex, the generic version of Valtrex, can make $1 billion. So
right.
and they'll tell you ain't nobody dying from it. It's just something you got to deal with. That was my opinion. Sorry, Sean. Go ahead, Shayna. Go ahead. You answered it.
Also, the blood test can be extremely inaccurate. People test a false negative all the time. I've tested a negative with the blood test before, and I know sure that I have herpes. So that's another reason. The most accurate test you can take is on a sore. So they recommend you only test for herpes if someone is showing symptoms, which sucks.
Which is why it's so highly transmitted.
Yeah, that's so. It's like, so what? We all walking around with it, and we just
she said like 90%, right? 90% of people
got it. They said
by
by the time you're 50, 95% of your age group will have a type of herpes.
95.
That's why I never said
95.
Yes.
I mean, it sounds like I don't know. I mean, it's just like, okay, what is it? Because like with HIV and AIDS, they say, well, it could lay dormant in your body for years and show up 15 years later. So it's like, well, is it already there? And we just sitting here waiting. What? Just tell us what's going on. Don't do that.
Same thing with herpes. It can lie dormant in your body for years. Some people never have an outbreak. Some people never have an outbreak. They
Some
just
people
silent
never have an
carriers.
outbreak at all.
Yeah, Amber, the co-founder of Herpes Carnivorous, she's asymptomatic, never experienced an outbreak at all, but she tests positive for HSV2.
So how does she know? I mean, how does she know to get tested for it if she never showed the sign of an outbreak?
She asked for the test. Yeah.
So she must have thought something. She was like, something must have happened, or she might have had some, unprotected sex maybe, and then she was like, I'm gonna get tested just to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know if I don't see nothing, I'm not getting tested. All right. So how long do we have you? How long do we have you?
Should.
I know we should, but I mean,
you should.
We got 6 minutes.
Oh, you got 6 minutes. All right. So
pressure on.
But Shawnee, you said you should, but everybody, I'm not saying everybody, people have unprotected sex and then nothing happens for like 6 months. So you go like, oh, I'm good.
I go get tested. If I have unprotected sex, my OBGYN, he says, I wish all my patients were like you, because he know all my business. I'm like, well, this is what I did. This is what happened. So I need to, be tested.
I'm glad we're talking about this, because Amber was just talking about how before her herpes diagnosis, she was the type to get tested after the unprotected sex. And she was like, that's ass backwards. She should have been getting tested before the unprotected sex, see results from the other person too, instead of having the unprotected sex and then finding out she got an STD afterwards. So that's something else we're trying to normalize, is testing before the unprotected sex even happens, y'all. Testing before and after, not just after. Chlamydia is preventable. It's 100% preventable.
I've never asked a person for any type of STD test results.
Nah,
ever.
They look clean.
Because once you ask that, like, I've been working for like the last 3 hours, and now you finally gave in, and now I don't want to mess it up. I'm like, yo, let me see them test results. One more. Well, ladies, anybody here, have you asked somebody for their test results before you had sex?
I have. Well, I had a guy ask me.
Okay, well, have you ever had sex without asking somebody for their test
Absolutely.
results?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, Shine, did you show him the results?
Train wreck.
Yeah, I showed him the results. He showed me his. I showed him mine.
You showed me yours.
You had your results in your pocketbook? Like, where'd you have them?
No, you can pull them up now on the internet.
Wait, that wasn't recently.
With him, what happened was I have a copy of them, and he had a copy of his. And then we still slept together. But then after that, we went and got tested again, and we showed each other those as well. So, but like and that makes sense what you just said, Shane. Because I always do it after the fact. But it's like, okay, well maybe I got to change that around and do it before.
Shawty was having sex at hotels, and they was running out to the fax machine to get their results.
Here it is.
They just came in. All right, we have one question. Do we have that abortion clip? I want to get Shayna's comment on this. Do we have the abortion
clip? I got it. All
right, so there was a text or tweet or whatever that's on IG, and the group text, and this really be Shawnee, J Black, and Mo. I just be on there. Can you see this, Shayna? Can you see this? Can you see it on the screen?
I just be on it.
So this young man was ignoring this pregnant girl, his pregnant girlfriend. So she figured this wasn't the man she wanted kids with and terminate the pregnancy. Man is in shambles. I just want your opinion on that statement. On
that. She has every right to make that decision for herself. Why he's in shambles, I'm not sure. I don't know. How long was he ignoring her for? Has it been like days at a time? She hasn't heard from this man she's about to have a kid with. I mean, that's going to make a woman feel some way. We're hormonal, we're emotional, we need that support from our other partner. I had to go through pregnancy by myself, okay? And that's just not something a woman wants to go through. So did he ignore her for 5 minutes, or did he ignore her for 5 days?
My point.
That's
my
my
point
next
exactly. That's
Yeah.
my point exactly.
Was there a little pettiness in her though, Shayna? You think like she did it out of spite, just because you want to be not giving me full undivided attention when I want it, so I'm gonna abort this child?
I don't see that spite. I see that as saying, if I have to already deal with the bullshit while I'm pregnant, I'm gonna have to deal with the bullshit while I have this kid. I'm gonna have to deal with this kid by myself. She probably just created a whole scenario in her head. Once we get into the thought, we blow the thought
Created a
up.
whole scenario and had an abortion over a scenario that she created in her head.
No, it wasn't created in her head because he's ignoring her.
Once again, the word ignore makes me feel like, I'm glad she's not a mom, because you're not responsible. Neither one of y'all are responsible to be parents.
Absolutely.
But the fact that we don't even know, the fact that somebody ignored you and you decided that would be your decision to terminate a pregnancy just makes me mad.
I think I look at it like this. My thing was, okay, once she had his baby, they're in each other's lives forever. If it's already like this, why bring the child in that? Why bring the child in that?
That part.
Yeah, I got a problem with that.
And if he can ignore her like that, he gonna ignore her when it's time for these.
Can you imagine if a man? Can you imagine if a man had the power that if a woman ignored him, he could force you to have an abortion?
Well, it's kind of like
y'all would go crazy. Y'all would lose your mind on these squares. If he literally, she's ignoring me, we shouldn't have this kid. Y'all would lose your mind right now.
Well, if he can make that decision, hopefully he's the one carrying the baby. If men could carry the baby, then men can make that decision.
No,
it is foul though, Shane. Shane, admit that that's a little foul. The fact that if you have all the power, come on, let's admit it.
All the power.
Oh yeah, before the baby's born, y'all have all the power. Y'all do have all
Here's
the power.
Here's the thing: women can't get themselves pregnant. Women don't have the seeds. We just have the incubator. Okay, you guys have the seeds. Y'all the only people around here that can make babies and give a baby to a woman. Y'all have all the power to stop that process. Can't be shooting the
when I tell y'all,
let her finish. Let her finish. Go ahead. Let me mark this 1:16, 1 hour 16 minutes.
Listen, you can't be shooting the club up and then play victim afterwards.
And when I own the club and it gets shot up, I catch the lawsuit.
Because you're the owner of the club.
You the owner of the club. It's amazing how y'all pass the power around. When y'all don't need us, y'all don't need us. But when this happens, all of a sudden you're like, hey, you're the ones who can make us pregnant.
But when the club break down, you could walk away and make another one.
Reality of the story
and leave me stuck in the banged up, broke down, in shambles.
And it's
club.
50-50. Who allowed that guy with the Timbs and the gun on his hip to walk into that club with no metal detector? Who didn't have a metal detector in front of that club?
Y'all have the ammo though. Y'all have the trigger. Y'all got the ammo and the trigger.
And y'all could have had a metal detector in there called birth control, but you didn't.
But y'all can too. Y'all can buy condoms. Y'all can pull out.
That thing that go in there might look like a Y. It go in there and it blocks it. They got that. What is that called?
But my thing is, my whole thing is, I say it's 50-50, but it's not 50-50 once you get pregnant. It's not 50-50 because y'all decide what happens to that baby. It's 50-50 when I get you pregnant. It's 100 against 0 while you're pregnant. But then when the baby comes out, then it's 50-50.
Back 50-50 again. You see, Jeanette shared that it happened to her, the same scenario, and I guess that individual is still bothered by it all these years later. When you abort somebody's child, that's something serious.
I'm not saying there's a wrong or right on this. I'm just saying it's 50-50 on this. But
listen,
until there's 100%, and then
like it wasn't her child either.
That's
like it wasn't her
If
child.
you
Like
50-50
what
during
did
the
she have to
pregnancy-
deal with?
What?
Listen, if you want 50-50 during the pregnancy, then show up. Don't be ignoring her.
Yeah, be there.
Yeah, but if you don't want the pregnancy and I want the pregnancy, it's over. There's nothing I can do.
Nothing.
Women don't want to have to go through that.
No, you don't want to acknowledge that though. You see how she stated.
They skip over that.
If you want the baby and she doesn't, well, it's the reason why she don't want it. Why she don't want it?
Oh, now there's a reason. But if I have a reason not to want the baby, you still have the baby. My reason don't count when I don't want to have the baby.
What's the reason she don't want to have the baby? Is
Your
it
life is not
her?
changing in that 9 months. Your life is not changing in that 9 months.
You walking around here willy-nilly doing whatever you want.
You walked around willy-nilly.
No, but while I'm pregnant, I ain't walking around willy-nilly.
But what I'm saying is I want you to have the kid. I want to take care of the kid. Like, I got you.
You gonna take care of me while I'm pregnant?
Yes. And then you say, I still don't want to have the baby.
Well,
there's nothing I can do.
Care of me then. Okay.
No, but there's still there's nothing I can do. So that's what I'm saying. It's 50-50 making the baby, but once you're pregnant, it's not 50-50 no more. Because you decide whether you're gonna have the baby or not a man. A man can't make you do anything.
And then sometimes the woman might know she done made a mistake with
has to go,
having a baby with
Shayna
this
gotta
one.
Go. All right,
she got to do her live.
Shayna, thank you so much.
Thank you. We love you too, Shayna.
Thank you.
I'll follow you today. I'm gonna see you in a bikini right after the show.
Get your lotion ready, Mike. Get your lotion.
Thank you for always dropping knowledge.
I'm out of here. Love you.
Later.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Every time she comes, I always learn something new.
Like,
and it shocks me, and it's scary in the same time. Like, you don't even have to have sex to catch herpes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to be infected with herpes, that's scary.
The doctors have it because when we go, they put 2 fingers up us too, not in our butt, but they put 2 fingers to be pushing on your stomach and trying to feel for tumors and stuff. I'd be like, hey,
if you think I'm stopping a hand job and checking fingers, you out your mind. I'm rolling the dice. Crazy.
Let me see your fingernails. Let me see your skin.
If you think I'm checking in between them fingers and all that, you crazy. Keep going, girl. Let's see what happens. I don't believe it. I'm good.
We are reckless records over here when it comes to sex. We've done some reckless things.
Yeah, but I mean, if you made it to our age, at least you made it. Like you made it. Because now I don't even have the energy to be reckless. Like I'm just like now I see all the pitfalls. I'm like, yeah, that's a lot.
That's too much work. Too much work.
What helped me when I worked with the Texas Black Women's Coalition for HIV and AIDS, we would go out and test, and I was the radio girl, so I would get my test every 6 months on live, so people could see me get tested. Wasn't no big deal to me.
Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, and that's what they were like, Shawn, are you going? I said, yeah. And then it was like, what if you get a positive? Well, then they gonna see me react live, but it always came in. But there was this one guy that came that I tested, and we have to ask these questions, like, okay, why do you want to be tested today? And he started telling me this story. He's like, well, I met this girl and we did the 90-day thing. That's when Steve Harvey's Think Like a Man was out.
Make them wait 90 days.
Yeah. And he's like, so we had the date, and we had planned this romantic evening, and, we had dinner. I went to her house, or she came to his house, and, they started having sex, and the condom busted or came off something. And he said that she pushed him off of her, and she just, got her stuff and left. And he was like, and I was still trying to, I was trying to finish. He said, I ain't talked to her for 3 days. She wouldn't answer my calls or nothing. So I didn't know if I did something wrong. Chick called him back and said she was HIV positive and she did not know how to tell him.
Oh, wow.
I said, what? And we're not supposed to react like that. But the thing is, at that time, that's when PEP and PrEP came out. So had she just told him I'm HIV positive, then he could have came in instead of us having to test him, because he had to come back and get tested like every 3 months after something like that. But
he could have charged her too.
He could have got I think it's PrEP. PrEP is the one that it works like the 2-day pill, the pregnancy pill.
Yeah, like the plan B. It's like the plan B for HIV.
Yeah, he took that
to help lessen your chances of contracting HIV.
And what is the metal clamp? It seems like people keep responding to this.
So yes, well now they have the plastic ones. Unless your doctor office is super old. Yes.
Don't they open you up like an umbrella?
It's like a crank. No, it's like a crank.
Umbrella,
You
right?
hear the clicks. It's like click, 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 click as it opens you.
And then they take that long cotton, what's the thing called, a cotton swab, and they
and it's painful.
Swab it around. I'll be like,
how wide open? Like you're giving birth to a baby? Is that?
No, they gotta check the insides. Like
they need to be able to see.
Yeah, they got to look in there.
Yeah, I bought one. It's crazy. Like, these joints is fire. These joints is fire, yo.
Oh, now here they go.
Have you ever seen the inside of a vagina?
Come on, TP.
Have you looked inside of a vagina before?
Have you ever seen like inside of a vagina and saw the cervix, the tip of the cervix? Yes.
No, I ain't go that deep.
You ain't got to think about it. Have you done it or not? Yes.
No, I mean, I opened and looked, but I never went that deep.
I was at the birth. I was at the birth of my child. I mean,
Stacey had a C-section, so I just saw. Stacey had a C-section.
Did you look in there?
Because I was like, oh, I see his forehead. He light skinned. And then she was like, wait, we shouldn't see the forehead. But wait, well, I was looking. Yeah, I saw it, but I wasn't looking like that.
After the baby came out, did you look at the vagina, not the baby head?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I looked. And
Lord.
I did. And then it was like, wait, I'll be thinking I'll be doing damage? No. No.
Get on IG, Jay. Get on IG because I can't hear you.
Something that big came out of the hole, this small. Yes.
All right, so Queesa, get on. What's the worst pain?
No, they say I guess them clamps is the worst pain. Like I don't know.
It is, and sometimes it pinches when it comes out. Like when he pulls out, it pinches you. It's the worst.
That's why in my life I always feel bad for women because never in my life there's never been a moment where I'm like, damn, I wish I was a woman. Never in my life have I ever thought that. Everything y'all got is so much.
Have to go through.
Everything y'all got is so much more difficult. Like I'm just like y'all go ahead with that. But yeah, I'm not rocking with. What'd you say, Jay?
I don't give them all that credit. I mean, we get it.
Are you kidding me?
A period alone.
I saw Chris's face. I saw her face.
I would never. Hey, Queesa.
Oh, you said a period alone, huh?
I got something for you, Jay Black.
You got something for me?
Oh, there it is.
Yes, there you go.
Make that bigger, Shiny. Make her bigger. How you make her bigger?
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's what you put up in somebody.
No, you got a better one than I bought. Mine don't look like that.
Wait, does it go all the way that deep?
Yes. All the way up.
They gotta open it up.
And then they open it up, and then they start opening.
Brush in and brush the cervix.
Yeah, that's right there. That's what they do.
I'm telling you, Jay, that's why I bought one. Because imagine in the middle of the night when we about to do something, I pop that in you. You like, what?
That's not.
How did this little dude get to my stomach for real?
How did he get to my cervix?
He's in me for real. Like they're about to examine your ass.
Like honestly,
Sequisa, hop on Instagram.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Ain't no way in the world I want to be a woman. Wow. They get that stuck in them. We talking about 2 fingers going like this.
How many inches was that? Is that like a ruler, longer than a ruler?
No, that's a half a mile. That's a half a mile.
And Jay Black, the cervix is not reachable, but even though some of you men think that y'all all up in the belly button and all up in you cannot reach a woman's cervix.
Who the hell wants to be all in your belly? Guys be dumb as hell. Don't nobody want to be all in your belly, going all through all that stuff in your body. I don't know you like that.
Some men be like, I was all up in it. I was hitting the cervix. I was.
Yeah, you weren't. When you think you hitting something. So what are the guys hitting when they think they're hitting something in the back?
You're hitting vaginal wall. That's all you getting is vaginal wall.
Now the only thing you can't hit is what's that birth control that y'all stick in yourselves? The
IUD.
Now you can't tap that, and that's a little. All right, go ahead. I used to cry in the
waiting room just thinking about it.
Yes. Listen, I struggled for years getting the pap smear until I found a black doctor at that, who understood and didn't use the largest speculum he could find, and didn't use the cold, the old school.
Wait, why couldn't you? Why couldn't you take it?
No, you don't understand how big the were. That was huge.
Wait, ladies, don't get defensive. I'm asking why can some
small one?
No, but I'm asking why. But I'm asking why can some women suck that up and some women can't?
So for one, there's different sizes. And so the old school one with the metal one was huge.
It was
okay.
like a big gun.
It was for like a horse or something. It was huge. And then not only that, you think you have anxiety already because you don't want to get it done. And then you're sitting there vulnerable. You got your legs spread wide open to some stranger, and they fiddling down there. And then they got
relax.
You're gonna feel this, or you might feel a little pinch here. Or like if somebody's telling you all of these things while they got you wide open down there, the anxiety is gonna sink in, and it's scary. It's uncomfortable. It's scary. And shout out to Dr. Kudapuff because he really helped me do that. I was really young. Yes, that's what we used to call Dr. Williams.
Kelly J said
Dr. Williams.
Yeah,
yes.
He got a call calling Dr. Kudapuff. I think Dr. Kudapuff smashed some of his clients, but whatever. Big facts. I have to tell them every time how to insert it in, and then at that point I'm done. Well, why don't you go to the same doctor? Like, why are you going to new doctors all the time, Kelly? Like, it seems traumatizing.
Yeah, and I guess it's
so. I would need to go to the same doctor so he knows, like, you know, or she knows.
Well, sometimes you may go to a practice that has like a group practice where there's multiple people who depends on who's in.
On who's there.
So it's not.
All these
if you go to that type of doctor. If he has a delivery, then you're not going to get your regular doctor. He's going to send in somebody else because he's doing a delivery.
You got to cancel.
Well, my doctor, if he got a delivery, then all of our appointments are canceled. I only got one. I got the same gynecologist. Yeah, for
you take out work to go to the doctor. That can kind of mess it up.
If he got a delivery, but I mean, everybody that comes to him, we kind of understand that, because he delivered both my babies. So, and when I needed him at the hospital, I needed him at the hospital. I wasn't trying to hear he had that, but I've never seen anybody there like when they come out and say, okay, Dr. Delana had to leave because he had an emergency at the hospital. We all just like, okay, we reschedule and come back.
Well, Kathy said back in the day, the only gynecologists were old white men.
Yes.
Now only go to a woman gynecologist annually. They're genuine and understand. Well, God bless, ladies. God bless. You can stop by my house if you want. I do go.
I figured your anatomy was different.
Yeah.
When you said that.
I mean, but you can stop by. I do my best to examine you. I don't know if it's going to be a good result. One that understands if you're tilted.
You got to tilt. You're not tilt them. Okay.
Yeah. So I have my uterus.
Oh, you got a tilted vagina?
No, your uterus.
I thought you were talking about.
I don't have my vagina not on hydraulics, Michael Shawn.
You need to get your vagina balanced. You need to get it balanced, girl.
No,
it's not on hydraulics. No.
Right, we were supposed to talk weight loss because everybody beginning of the year weight loss, and I wanted Shaquisa to talk about weight loss options and stuff like that. This is went way left for me.
Yes.
Every year, So every year, new year, new you, new
Wait
me.
a minute. She had a good question.
What's the question?
Put it back up there for Sequisa. So is it true after you get a hysterectomy, you don't need to get a pap smear anymore?
If you have a total hysterectomy.
So if they just take out what is it? They take out your ovaries? What do they take out?
The uterus, cervix.
What the issue is. So they take out the cervix, and that's what we're rushing to check for cancer. So if your cervix is no longer there, then you can't have cancer there.
God bless, because now you bulletproof.
Well, what do you need to have a baby? Both of them, or can they take one and you still be able to have a baby?
Well, if you have no cervix, you can't have a baby because that's what stays closed, and that's what keeps the baby in. When I had both of my children, I had to get my cervix tied because I started to
too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So you just gotta, if you get your girl's cervix tied, you're good. Like you can just.
It's a cervical cerclage.
No, having your cervix tied doesn't keep you from getting pregnant. It keeps you from having a baby.
It
keeps
the baby in. Basically. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you do what procedure keeps a person from getting pregnant and having a baby? Like, is there if the full hysterectomy happens, I'm good then, right?
A tubal.
No, but a full hysterectomy means you can't have any kids, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right. I'm gonna get Stacy one for Christmas.
I feel another Michael Shawn ball coming on.
Yeah, but if you get her a hysterectomy, it's some stuff that's gonna happen. Her hormones.
Yeah, if you got it.
And
Yeah.
nah, we
It's
good.
a simple in and out procedure. For her to get it done, that's major surgery.
Yes, it is.
And then she gonna go through hot flashes and stuff, right?
Early
Attitude
menopause.
changes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All good.
She just gonna get up and look at you and say "fuck you" for no reason.
All good. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, sweetie. Got your hysterectomy. I might
I've
a
had a-
vasectomy. I might still want to
Tam
spread
Tam
these
had
seeds.
one.
Yeah,
Tam
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 said
had
I've had a
one. She
full blown
said.
hysterectomy and still have pain. So gynecologists do an annual pap smear.
God, y'all so complicated.
Wow.
Jesus.
No,
So
Oh
is
my
it
God.
is it ghost pain or is it actual pain from the
What
surgery
is
site?
ghost pain? What is ghost
I don't know
pain?
what's going on,
So,
but she
so
shared.
what
I
is
appreciate
this?
if your
sharing.
leg gets
Yeah.
cut off, you
Yes.
can still have leg pain because those
Yes.
nerves, your brain doesn't know that leg is not there. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of patients that have pain in a leg that's no longer there.
Oh,
Oh wow.
Phantom
wow.
pain.
I'm sorry to hear that, Tam.
sorry, Tam.
Yeah.
Sorry
Thanks for
about
being
that.
honest. Thanks for being
Y'all
open
got a
and
lot
honest.
going on.
Mm.
And y'all,
Yeah, women go through a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know,
Yes.
Shawnee. I know.
I've
We've
seen
heard
her
it from the
dress
minute we
up.
started the show. Women go through a lot.
Life
I
is
know.
hard.
Yeah,
It's
life is
hard.
hard out here for a woman. Yeah.
Blame it on Eve. Blame it on Eve. Blame it on
Yes.
Eve. All right. So do we?
I
You
just
want
want
to
to
talk?
let you know that I remixed your song.
What's the
Oh,
song?
White shirts. I'm calling it half shirts.
Oh,
As
half
soon as I
shirts.
release one more of these stomachs, I'm gonna be waist beads in every picture. Like I'm gonna be showing up for Christmas next year in a bathing suit. Like
Hey, let's
Real
do
talk.
it. Let's do it.
on,
Half
on the weight
shirt.
loss journey, when people trying to lose weight and they're struggling and it's tough with the exercise and they're doing a lot of those other aspects, I noticed you posted a pic of some other options and pills that people can take, some drops or something like that. Like talk a little bit about other options if people really they tried the workout thing and maybe it just ain't for them and they need a little extra support, another kick.
Okay, so Michael Shawn, I've sent a request on Instagram.
Oh damn! Oh my bad.
She outside the club, Mike.
Yeah,
I thought she was in the club. What happened?
I was, but I don't know
she's
how
a
to
woman.
work this phone, so it could go
Yeah, 'cause
black if I don't pay attention to it.
Once y'all get talking about like stuff going up and opening you up, go ahead, go, girl, go.
So when it comes to weight loss, the thing that I tell my patients that's very important is it starts up here. Like there is no magic pill, there is no magic spray, there's no magic drink to drink, there's no magic anything. It starts in your head. So you have to be ready and committed to losing weight. And I did a lot of videos about this because I've been on my weight loss journey for 3 years. I actually lost all of my weight and then I gained it all back during COVID plus some. So it's really important to know that if you're trying to lose weight, make sure you're going through it for the right reasons and make sure that you're not just trying, I need to lose 20 pounds on my, for my high school graduation or something. It should be for your overall health, especially with COVID going around. Like one of the problems with a lot of people that they're not thinking about is obesity. I see a lot of people that are obese are having struggles with COVID, where people that work out, go to the gym and eat healthy that are still that are unvaccinated are bouncing back, where people that are vaccinated and overweight are still struggling with long haul COVID. So you really need to, I think that in 2022, people need to be more mindful of what they put in their bodies as well as working out. And they should know that diet is 80% of your weight loss journey. The exercise is only 20%.
Now, when you said miracle pills and things of this nature, like what talk a little bit, what are these options? I saw you posted the phentermine.
Okay, so phentermine, those two drugs are drugs that
I
take
love
away
those
your
drugs.
appetite, basically.
I love phentermine.
You
Wait a minute, now what are they?
That's the phentermine. The
say it one more time.
Phentermine.
And it's what?
It's the other name for it is Adipex, but it basically is an appetite suppressant, and so is the lipo spray. But the thing about it is a lot of us don't eat because we're hungry. We eat because we're bored, and we eat because it's there. So you can take the pill, and if you're still eating the chips and you're not hungry, then you're not doing yourself any good. You're just wasting your money. So, and then this pill cannot be taken for a long period of time. So you're also wasting, the days that you should be training your body not to want those foods. Because for me, I could eat, like my daughter brought it to my attention. She told me that I had a problem. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she told me to follow her. And I followed her. She went to my office and she opened up my drawer. She pulled out a bag of Takis. And then she went to the chair that I sit in the living room. She pulled out another bag of Takis. And then she went to my car and showed me the Taki bag. And then when she went into my room, I just stopped her. because I had snacks hid all over the room, and I didn't want her to go looking and find something I didn't want her to find. So it's really mental.
That's what my kids did in my house with liquor.
It's really mentally, you have to make up in your mind, like, I'm doing this for me and I'm doing this for my family because I want to be here for my grandkids. I have a 3-year-old granddaughter. I have a 5-month-old granddaughter, and I really want to see them enjoy the legacy that I'm building for them.
And you can prescribe those pills. You can prescribe those.
Yes.
You can prescribe those.
Yes.
And what is the main difference between the two? Because one is a phentermine and one is a
the phentermine has been around longer, and people have taken it longer, so it stopped working. Any medication. Is that me?
I don't know.
I hear a beat like a.
Yeah, me too.
Like a tweet.
Which one stopped working? You said the one with the D or the T? Because they sound the same.
The T.
The T stopped working.
It's been around for a long, long time, and people have taken it, so your body gets used to it, so it doesn't work. The other one is a newer one, and
the lipo thing.
Yeah, it's the one that I use because the phentermine stopped working for me, and the phentermine also, like, if I take it, it would drop my blood sugar, and I wouldn't be able to. I couldn't lose weight because I had to eat to keep my blood sugar up, and the other one doesn't do that for me. So
what phentermine did for me was gave me an enormous amount of energy, and it kept me.
The phentermine doesn't do that anymore. Like, they changed it.
Oh, because the one,
it used to be
the one I was taking, I was strung out. I was so strung out on it. I literally would take that at 4:30 in the morning and would be going to like 9 o'clock at night. So which one's the one?
I'm gonna be honest, Mike. Oh, go ahead. You go. Use back to Gore. Which one you said? Which one?
Which one are you taking now?
I'm taking the one next to the spray bottle with the D.
Does that give me any energy when it suppresses my appetite?
It didn't give me any energy. It just suppressed my appetite. But like I said, they changed it because phentermine had a bad name. It was giving people heart attacks and things. And when I took the phentermine, it like did me like this. And I was
I love that. That's what I love about it.
I was working a double, and then I had to like I haven't eaten in 2 days.
Yes, that's what I loved about it.
Well, they changed it because that was causing some major side effects.
First time I shared this, and since Tam shared and Jeanette shared, I'm going to share a little bit. So I lost a lot of weight, and everyone always wondered how. I never told anybody because I mind my own business.
You told me.
Well, you was different. Shut up. But I did the phentermine. I did. And this was, I documented my journey. I lost 90 pounds in that short period of time.
You lost a whole person.
Like, wait, where did it go?
Like, you lost a whole person in that picture. I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize, Jay Black, that you had ever gotten that big.
I don't remember being that big. When you look back at 2019, I don't remember you ever looking that big. But I started taking
2019.
Yeah, and it took me, and I took that, and then by November, I was down, and then as you see, a year late, by January, 90 pounds was done, and I've been maintaining, keeping that same, 5 pounds here and there in fluctuating.
So how long did you take the phentermine? How long did you take it?
I started my birthday. It was like August, the end of August, beginning of September. What year was that? Whatever that was, because it was 2019. I started in 2019.
Okay.
I started in August, right at matter of fact, it was at my birthday, the end of the month, the 26th, and then I started. So September, October, November. By November, you see the middle picture, I was already starting to lose weight after 3 months. So,
but you really can't compare the weight loss of a man to a woman because the way our body is set up, we're designed to hold fat around our stomachs to prepare for pregnancy. Even if we're past that age, or if we're past the desire to have kids, our body tells us, hey, you need to hold on to this fat right here just in case you get pregnant. So it's a little harder for women to lose weight because of that.
How you maintain? Same ritual. I still only drink water now. When I started drinking taking the phentermine, you only want water. I don't drink ices no more. The syrup. I don't do the sodas. I don't do any. I don't even have a taste bud for it no more. Once you on that consistency, all I drink is water as my beverage, and of course cutting the bread out. No bread, and stop eating after 10 o'clock. It used to be 9 o'clock, and now I pushed it to 10 o'clock. Try not to eat after 10 o'clock at night. But if you keep that, the pill helps get you going. You have to then maintain yourself. But when I lost the weight, I thought it was going to make me strong. It didn't. I was still super weak. It don't give you no muscles, no strength, but you do lose a ton of weight. But it works. So when you said miracle pill, I'm like, I don't know, because it felt like a miracle pill for me.
Yeah, but if you weren't strong, it wasn't a miracle pill.
No, I didn't work out. I didn't work out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the miracle pill isn't a miracle pill. You still got to do the work.
After that.
Yeah, well, you'd want to do it during it when you're doing it.
I didn't want to put muscle,
it's
fat
possible
muscle
to lose
on.
weight without working out, but it's not possible
I did
to lose weight without eating right.
Oh, and less portions too. I wasn't eating those. Don't fill up your
people
plate.
realize how much sugar is in soda and energy drinks and juice. Like there's so much sugar in that, and that is the opposite of what you need. And every day you drink alcohol, you burn no calories. Your liver is simple, and alcohol is very complex. So what it does is everything you eat that day, it'll store it. So it tries to figure out how to break down the alcohol. So if you're working out, you need to go ahead and decide, hey, I'm not drinking alcohol except for maybe one day a week. If you can, if not, then not at all. Because if you're drinking alcohol, your weight loss is not going to be what you think it is because of the alcohol, the sugar that's in the alcohol.
And that's consistent alcohol, right?
But that takes you out of ketosis, right?
New Year's.
You drink alcohol, you don't burn any calories. Your body stores it.
Doesn't it take you out of ketosis? And it takes like 3 days after you stop drinking the alcohol to like get back to that starting point again?
On ketosis. But I think in order to be in ketosis, you have to be on the keto diet. Like your body's not normally always in ketosis. But the thing about that I tell people is a lot of us think that, oh, I shouldn't be fat because I skip meals. That is the death of your diet. Because when you skip a meal, your body's an amazing organ. And this is why I went into nursing, because I was fascinated by the body. And what it does, it's homeostasis. It's designed to protect itself. So if you skip a meal, your body says, uh-oh, I'm starving. So the very next thing you eat, which you know is going to be a lot because you didn't eat a lot, it stores all of it because it thinks that you need it. So it's better to eat small, frequent meals to keep your metabolism burning than one big meal, because that whole meal is going to be stored because your body thinks that you're literally starving.
Well, it's a struggle that never ends.
Yes, it is.
A struggle that never ends. And, we don't live in a culture where we eat, everything we eat, especially in our cultures, Hispanic and Black people, we don't know how to eat in portions.
That's true.
Nah.
Everything's always overly done. And people always make jokes, and comedians make jokes when you go to expensive restaurants, the portions that they feed you in. And people always go like, I spent all this money and they got this little bit of this and this little bit of that. And well, that's actually a proper portion. And I've only gone, I've gone to these fancy restaurants. You're actually good after you get done. Actually, the last thing past Thanksgiving, I ate so disgustingly. Like, it was so ridiculous what I did. And I went home and I was sick for 2 days because I don't eat in those portions anymore.
You overdid it.
And for 2 days, I literally felt how sick my metabolism was trying to break all this stuff down. I felt horrible. Like that night, the food was great. It wasn't about the food not being great. I was literally sitting home contemplating, was I going to throw up or not?
Yeah. That happened to me after I went 2 weeks with no meat. And I did 2 weeks. I had convinced my husband to do a week with me. We did no meat. And when I tell you my body felt different, like I had more energy, I was going to keep going. But then my dad had called me and invited me to Texas Roadhouse. So
I hate and love that place.
After that, I was so sick. Like, it was like my body was like, wait, you set us up and now you're gonna go back. But it really does take years for your body to break down the meat that you eat. The human body is not meant to consume meat at all.
And for the record, Mike, Mo, if you ever see me gaining weight like this again, please say something.
Jay Black, I don't remember you being that big.
Just say something. I look at them pictures and I'm like, wow, I didn't feel that big.
That's how I felt. I didn't know I was that big. I was 210 pounds, 5'7". Well, how does that happen? But it's
Phenamine works though. That's all I'm saying. Phenamine works. It worked for me. It worked for me.
It works for some people, because everybody is different, and that's why they call it medical practice, because you have to practice on a person to figure out what works for them. phentermine might not work for the next person, but there's so many.
This is why I say phentermine doesn't work.
Ozempic is an injection you can take once a week that helps, but it's
now isn't that for diabetics?
Okay, so most drugs have what they call off-labeling.
Okay.
Like they're for something, and in the treatment of that, they found something else. Like there's a drug called Megace, and it was given to cancer patients, but what they found out was that it gives them appetite. So now you can use it for appetite. So that was kind of like the biggest thing with the drug that can't be named. Why I couldn't understand why there was such publicity telling people, hey, this is not supposed to be used for this, when we've been using drugs for things that they really weren't
secondary
created for hundreds of years. Did you guys hear about the bill that they're passing in New York? They're trying to get passed in New York. That allows the government or the local authority to come into your home and detain you for up to 60 days if they say that you may have been exposed to someone that had COVID.
No way. Are you serious?
True. It's
house.
I think it's Bill 416. And I went and read it, and it's scary because it really gives them the decision to decide if you should be detained for 60 days, up to 60 days. If someone says that you may have been, it's not. And it upset me because one of the people in the clubhouse group said that he was glad about it because all of the unvaccinated people should be detained. And then I said to him, I said, you do realize the bill says suspected. It doesn't specify unvaccinated or vaccinated.
Right.
Him if he planned on getting the booster every 3 months, because I believe that's where we're headed. And he said, no. I said, so you do know that eventually you will be considered an unvaccinated person. And then he left the room.
Wow.
But, I mean, I just want people to pay attention and realize that even though the death rate is low, the disease is still spreading rapidly.
Yes.
People are still getting sick. People have stopped wearing their masks because Dr. Fauci, that's what I call him, Dr. Fauci, he made a statement where he said that vaccinated people shouldn't have to quarantine. And I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I was super sick last week, and I was so nervous that I had COVID. I went immediately and got my COVID test. It was negative, but this was like the longest virus I've experienced. And I still can't figure out what it was. Like what happened.
When you got tested, was it the first day, second day, third day?
No. This was like more like the third day.
Was it
like third going on fourth day?
Was it a rapid test?
It was a PCR. No. Yeah, I don't mess around with them rapid tests. I go to Quest Diagnostic and make sure that I get go to the actual lab and get them done. But it was scary, and so I looked up. I got a phone call that Sunday that said my son, for the second time in a month, his class had to quarantine again because someone had COVID.
Oh, at least your school's quarantining. Mine's not. They just send us.
Well, they just shut the school down totally. They not just the classroom, they shut the entire school down. And I just think that we're going to go back to some type of shutdown, lockdown before it's all over with. And I know it's something that people don't want to hear, but I really see in live time. Two of my sisters have COVID right now. Yeah, and so it's a scary thing.
But with the vaccine, it is proven that people are not dying as much as they used to.
Right.
Like the vaccine.
Y'all not lock. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all not locking me down.
You
I don't
have
give
no
a
choice.
fuck.
What are you talking about?
All the white people who stand up. No. All the white people who we think are crazy, who say you're not gonna lock me down. I'm with them. Y'all play if y'all want. This whole control system that they got over everybody right now. Fuck you. You're not gonna put us through this thing again.
But you can't threaten everybody.
You're not gonna put us. You're not gonna put us through this thing again. And I'm gonna say this again and again and again. When 60,000 people last night were at a football game with no mask on, you're not gonna lock me down because you don't make any common sense. And I'm tired of people trying to make me think I'm crazy when there's no fucking common sense to this. I'm watching LeBron James last night at the Staples Center with a sold-out crowd, and the only people wearing the mask are people that are on the bench. What sense does that make? None. And then y'all want to lock me in a house? No, I understand when people get mad and riot at the White House then.
Yeah, there's
Y'all
gonna be a lot of
crazy.
pushback. But what really confuses me is why a mandate for. I'm not downplaying the number of deaths because a lot of people have died from COVID, but it's nothing compared to the number of people that have died from heart attacks, from heart disease. So I don't understand why the push for all of this stuff for a disease that it does kill people, but nowhere close to the numbers of other diseases that you don't even talk about. I attended a Zoom that the NAACP did that was hosted by D.L. Hughley, and it was titled Fighting the Health Disparities in the Black and Brown Community Against COVID. So I was really excited. They had a bunch of doctors, and the first speaker they had was the CDC. As soon as I seen that they said CDC, I said, oh, okay, this is some bullshit. I already knew it from the jump. And the whole 2 hours, the only thing they talked about was getting the jab and the booster. They never once said about prevention. They never said anything about treatment. They never said anything about knowing the symptoms. They never said anything about making sure that you have a nebulizer in your home just in case you do get it. So I can get prescription to help open up your airways. They never said anything about a betadine spray that sits in your nasal cavities. So if the COVID goes in, it can kill it. They never mentioned anything about that for 2 hours. The only thing they talked about was the jab and the booster. So for me, I feel like there's definitely an agenda. And if the only thing that it does is decrease your chances of dying, why are we pushing it so hard? I can see if there was any evidence, because there's none, any evidence that says if you take it, you decrease your chance of spreading it. Because I've been in the health field for 24 years. And for 24 years, every disease, the first thing they say is prevention before they get to treatment. So why are we not pushing prevention on TV? Why are we not pushing prevention on the radio? Why are we not pushing prevention everywhere? It's just this that's making people money. That's the only thing pushing.
Well, if people ain't dying, I support it. That's my whole thing. If it's preventing people from dying, I get it. It's not a fan favorite, but if it's saving lives and people are getting it, but not as the symptoms ain't as bad and they're living, so be it. Every 6 months, I gotta take a booster. I gotta take a booster,
but not the mandate, because there's no need for it. What's the need?
Oh, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
You can't have that many people assembling every Sunday. Oh, well, this week has been Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And 2 Thursday, football games with over 80,000 people at their stadiums. And then tell me that you're going to lock us down because you're so worried about this variant. But the NFL is changing their COVID laws. As we speak, they're changing their rules so that these players can play.
Is the NBA, are they all mandated to take the vaccine?
No.
Just the NFL? Oh, okay.
No, no, the NBA in football and basketball, like the city of New York, Kyrie Irving cannot play. Listen to this. This is a true story. Kyrie Irving is unvaccinated. He can't play in Brooklyn, right? He can't play. But a visiting player can come to Brooklyn and play.
Yes.
Can somebody
make it make sense?
Please.
I just read last night there's a team that has 5 players that are positive. So they have to cancel practice.
They're canceling games because of how many of these guys.
Practices too.
Yeah.
Because everybody's testing positive.
I think hockey all shut down, but we know this. They didn't believe in COVID anyway.
No, hockey was more intense on COVID. Hockey said we're not the U.S. NHL said we're not doing the Olympics because we're not even messing around with sending our players over there to another country. Like they're intense. I just like this inconsistency is so crazy. It makes me. I can't take y'all. I take everybody who's passed away seriously.
Right.
I can't take these leaders seriously because the hypocrisy is so in our face. It's like the sun.
We have the thing where leaders get to profit from it. We're never going to have a society where the rulers are actually out for the people. Because if you can profit for it, you're only looking at your dollar. You're not looking at the person whose life you're destroying.
And can we look at the person that knows they potentially have it and they still sending their kids or themselves out into the world that can be contaminated and affecting other people? I think if everyone took it serious and worried about the next person and not, well, I don't care, I'm good, or I think I'm okay. Why are we jeopardizing other people's lives? If you think you're sick and got COVID, stay home. Why are you still going out and infecting other people potentially? So I think
and
that's
not
part
only
of
that,
the problem.
if you know you have COVID, notify the people you've been around. I know a lot of people who have gone to parties who come down with COVID and chose not to tell anybody. and then somebody in their family got COVID and died.
Cole Beasley is a football player for the NFL. He put out a tweet yesterday and said, I don't have COVID. The reason why I'm not playing is because of these laws. But the crazy thing, he says, I know there are players playing in the NFL right now with COVID because they're not testing us.
Exactly.
This is the football player who said they're not testing us.
Exactly.
I've been tested. I know I don't have COVID, but I know there are players who have COVID who are playing every Sunday. So, I mean, listen, man, it's bigger than Nino Brown. So I'm just going to let you know, if you want to see this country go up in flames,
shut it down again.
Shut it down again. Watch, mark my words. Governors are not going to be able to shut their states down. There are going to be certain, California will shut down. There'll be certain states that will shut down. I'm telling you right now, there are going to be states that will be lit on fire if you try to. If you tell Texas right now,
if
you tell Texas right now, play if you want.
Yeah, you get us another stimulus bill and people be happy.
No. Oh no, stimulus bills ain't helping all these people who spend all this money making these restaurants around these stadiums and making all these places that they created and put their life savings into it to make it. They're not doing it, and Joe Biden knows it. That's why Joe Biden is trying to do everything in his power to be like, hey, do this. You guys can do that. You can. He knows. Number one, if you shut the country down, the Democrats will never win the next election, even though I doubt they'll win it anyway.
Yeah.
But if they shut the country down, they definitely won't win. And Kamala could yell at Charlemagne all she wants. Y'all won't win.
All right, so Sequisa, if someone wants you to be their virtual doctor to see them, I guess to go over their symptoms, anyone, they can reach out to you on the website aboveaveragehealthcare.com, and you can take them on as a client. You can prescribe. So say if somebody been struggling with the weight loss journey, and they felt like that, they wanted the phentermine and they wanted to try it out, you can add them as a patient and then prescribe that, right?
Correct.
All right.
Actually, it's levels to this. You can just come in and, I prescribe and you can do what you want, or you can become a VIP patient and then I hold you accountable. We have weekly weigh-ins, we go over what you ate, what you did wrong. Every Monday you have to weigh. And then by Thursday we have a meeting and we go over what you did for the week so we can make sure that by the next Monday that you're still losing weight. So it's really how determined and how committed you are to losing the weight. Because I can just give you a pill, but if you're not here, the chances of you being successful are not very good.
And that's the people, no matter what state, they're in Florida, they're in California, you can help anyone, right?
No. Right now, I don't know what happened to can you see me? Because I can't see you.
I can see you.
Okay. Right now, I can only practice in Texas because I only have a Texas license.
Gotcha.
But I'm working on Louisiana, Florida, and South Carolina.
Well, I need my scripts ASAP.
I'm not free in Texas. I'm trying to get into a state where I'm free.
Well, I need my scripts. You tell me what I got to pay out of pocket. You tell me what I got to do. Because I need my things sent to, what is it? I think I moved mine from Walgreens. I think I'm at the Kroger pharmacy right now. So I would need that sent to the Kroger pharmacy.
I'm probably going to be going to the Capitol pretty soon to fight for freedom for nurse practitioners. Because in Texas, we have to have doctors just on payroll. Like they don't have to do anything, but we have to say we have a doctor on payroll. My doctor that I have, like she's my collaborative, but she works for somebody else and I have my own practice. That's kind of crazy that I have to say I have and it irks me when somebody says you have a supervising physician. No, my physician does not supervise me because it's my company. We collaborate. There's a difference. There's levels to this. Right. So I'm excited about moving forward with Texas becoming a free state. And then all of the nurse practitioners laugh at me because I always say a free state. And it's like, you talking about slavery? I was like, no, I'm not talking about slavery, even though it kind of feels like it. But we still fighting for our freedom.
Well, you keep doing your thing. Everybody, please get in touch with her. This woman has helped us so much on this show, not just on the show, but personally giving us advice and stuff like that. Please follow her. That's her Instagram right there that you can get in touch with her. You can tap the link in her bio and get all that together. Shaquisha, thank you so much.
I'm hoping I can come see you next week. It's on a Thursday.
No,
in Dallas or where are you on the 30th?
We're at the Arlington Improv. I'm there tonight and Thursday and then Sunday. But January 13th is the next show at the Arlington Improv. January 13th is the next show after this week. I'll perform again. But
so
I'll give you
on the 30th because I saw your flyer.
Oh, I'm at that's a whole I don't even know. I know you're right. You're right. It's the pre-New Year's Eve comedy show. It's the pre-New Year's Eve comedy show. It's damn, I should know where it's at.
Go to his IG page.
Yeah, go to my IG page.
You don't have the city on there. You have an address and a zip code. There's no city or state.
It's not even my. It's not my. They booked me for that, so I'll get that information for you.
Okay,
I'll get that, and I have a better flyer up there too.
Yes, you do have to live in Texas.
So you need a Texas address
to a pharmacy that's in Texas. So I have patients in Louisiana because they drive to Texas and pick up their prescriptions.
So I live with Shawnee. I can say I live with we're not fraud.
I just need that amphetamine. That's all I need. That's all I need. All right. Shaquisa, have a great. We're not going to talk to you, so have a great Christmas, an amazing Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
Wow,
a holiday. I don't know if you celebrate, so I have an amazing holiday season.
Thank you.
Shaquisa, nurse
practitioner. We'll see you after the new year. Thank you.
All right, all the ovaries.
Mo,
Shawnee dropped
issues in Vegas allegedly.
Shawnee, Sassy Mo has internet issues, which I don't believe because she's in Vegas, which is probably her man probably said, "Come here, girl. I see you in that black dress."
I think Shawnee's on the phone with somebody.
Shawnee's on the phone.
Yeah,
it's just me and Jay Black, and we're done.
Yeah, that's illegal. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? I wanted to talk about Megan Good. Her and her dude after all them years. Maybe Mo was going to talk about that.
We'll talk about Megan Good is back on the market tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, they were together for 9 years, and
tomorrow. Tomorrow, that'll be our last show tomorrow, right? For the holiday. Yeah. Okay.
Somebody just said, I saw somebody. I was having a conversation with some people, and they were like, she don't want no kids. So at a certain point, he probably wanted some kids. And then they were arguing like, well, if she 40, she not having no kids. And her career's popping.
Yeah, the husband filed.
Yeah, the husband filed. Husband was like, I need kids. Your husband filed and was like, yeah. Sidney Castile said the funniest thing. Everybody's so shocked that a husband filed for divorce. Like unhappiness is only for women. I was like, yep. He's out of there. Listen, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I could not marry an actress who does love scenes. I couldn't.
And she made him wait for sex. That was the part that I was confused with. Like, all right, I guess
I thought it was both of them. I thought he was the pastor. I thought he really made her wait.
I thought she was born again, and
yeah, but he's the pastor. He birthed her.
But pastors can have sex.
They're not supposed to if they're not married.
That's neither are you. Neither like everybody, right? Ain't that
motherfucker? We not pastors.
Oh, you said it. Because he's a pastor.
You're not supposed to. You do remember you're not supposed to have sex before marriage, right? You do know that, right?
Yeah, that's so like
that's a big rule. That was a big rule. We kind of
says who? Like the Bible? You talking about like
yes,
rules?
Yes, the Bible. We weren't supposed to be smashed until we got married.
Oh, you're talking about Megan Good and Devon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he filing. And I thought because she made him wait that it would work out. Because when you wait for sex, that's supposed to be it, right? It's supposed to be the special and happily ever after.
Well, I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But they seem like they're being pretty amicable with each other and very supportive. He just got through talking about her on his Instagram page because she had something coming out. And he had really nice things.
I can say, it's called fornication.
Well, I guess everybody fornicated in there as a child growing up. So yeah, when you
not everybody,
not everybody,
Jay. My ex-wife did.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. Everybody doesn't. There's some people that actually
95% of the population is fornicated. Possibly, I don't know. I don't know statistics on it. It just seems like when you were a teenager and the first time you had sex, you fornicated.
Well, right? I ain't have sex when I was a teenager.
There's a lot of people who didn't have sex when they were teenagers. I'm not one of them, but there's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are a lot of people, but I think he just wanted kids and she's not having a kid.
Is that what it is?
I think that she's 40. She's not going to have a kid. And I'm sure at a certain point, it was cool in the beginning. I'm sure he thought, just like everybody thinks,
as we get years though,
after 9 years, we're going to have a kid. Like, as long as we're together, we're going to build it. No, don't do that, y'all. Make that. Y'all better have that talk before you get married. do you want a kid? And
maybe they can work it
She
out.
looks amazing. You gotta give her. She looks amazing.
She is, but at the end of the day, you with somebody for 9 years. That ain't phasing you.
Yeah, you get tired of it, right?
I don't even want to say tired of it, but I mean, you start realizing there's more to somebody just looking good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like a dude could be working out, have 6-pack and all that stuff, and after a while, a woman's like, "This ain't working. Like this has been great. It's been 2 years of me just,
right, actually,
of fornication." Because Jay was smashing, everyone had to be smashing.
If I was 13, somebody had to be 13-year-old. Oh,
there was a lot of folks who wasn't doing what we did, Jay Black.
13.
There's a lot of folks who wasn't doing what we were doing.
Maybe I shared too much. Well, tell when the first. How old was you the first time you did it, Mike? Oh, Shiny.
12.
See, Mike was younger.
No, I was like 19, 20.
Oh, you darn in college.
No, I was out of college. I was married.
Oh.
If people didn't have sex till they were married.
I mean, but we
were married before you did it?
I think before we got married, we did, yeah.
You fornicated. See?
I mean, yeah. I mean, what's the big deal? I'm fornicating.
No, it ain't
now.
a big deal. I'm
Married
just
to
saying, I feel like
nobody
it's
now.
a common thing. Mike making it seem like it's breaking the rules.
No, I'm saying it.
majority of the
Wait. This is the joke in the room is that he's a pastor.
But still.
So he's a leader of a church. So he's not supposed to be fornicating.
It's a whole bunch of them that do that. Like
Now,
Juanita Bynum.
No, I totally understand. But I'm saying Jay was like, what? He not having sex? Technically, he's not supposed to until he gets married.
Jamal Bryant.
Yeah, we get it.
That's my dude, Jamal Bryant. I think he's one of the dopest pastors out there.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's really good.
He does give a good message. He is a good motivational speaker.
And that's all I want these pastors for. I don't want to know what you do in your real life. All I want to do is use you for some positive words.
Yeah, they just need to do positive words and leave the scripture out of it. That's what I can digest it better like that. But don't be talking to me about the Bible and telling me what I'm doing is wrong and you over here doing X, Y, and Z. I don't want to hear it.
See, Action was 11. He was even younger. That's
at 11.
That's a little bit.
Who y'all sleeping with at 13? Another 13 and 11 and 12-year-old, or the girls older?
No, middle school. I was middle school, but he's 11. That's like, was he sixth
So when
grade?
you slept with another 13-year-old, you had sex with another 13-year-old. Was she older?
She was 14, but was 8th grade. Yeah.
And so you could get an erection at 13. You got
hell yeah, a constant erection. It never stops. Do the other pastors know that? I don't think they know. Listen, man, I'm not gonna get into pastors today.
No, we gotta talk about pastors. We got another pastor to talk about. The evangelist.
I mean, all the pastors, like, it ain't. You know what? It ain't the pastor's fault that we put them on pedestals. It's our fault that a person can just come into our lives and make you believe that they're exactly on your level.
Yeah, but they sit up and try to tell you that you wrong, and they doing the same thing. That's where I have the problem. It's like, how you gonna just stick to being a motivational speaker? Don't tell me nothing about what the Bible say, because you ain't doing what the Bible say.
Yeah, but that's when we get ourselves off the hook because we don't like hearing it. He might not be, but at least he's saying what we should be doing. And we don't like it because our excuse is, but you're doing it. But that's not the point. The point is that you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be worried about if that man or that woman is doing it. The point is that you need to be reminded what you shouldn't be doing.
Well, this is what I'm talking about, like the Juanita Bynum. Like this person is saying Juanita Bynum is a piece of trash, hustler, running a scam and deceiving people, selling nonsense people don't need, demanding hundreds of dollars a box. Yeah, that's true. But she be going off hard on women. And I'm like,
and she be right.
No, she's not right.
She be absolutely right.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. And y'all want the clip of her saying she needs a $5,000 ink pen to sign $1 million deal.
And if you
that
send
anyone who uses a BIC is a peasant. Now, Juanita Bynum.
Oh, she called people peasants for using BIC pens?
If you send her the money, you're a dumbass.
She called Mary hoes.
And what?
And who was Juanita Bynum again? Who is she?
Okay, Juanita Bynum is this evangelist that came out. Her popularity came about when she wrote this book called No More Sheets. So No More Sheets was about her stopping sleeping with everybody because she was out there giving the cootie cat to everybody. Okay. Then she got her little television thing and she started going, and then instead of just giving the cootie cat to everybody, she just started marrying everybody. And then the man beat her up in the parking lot, and that was a mess. And now she bi-curious or whatever, but she goes off on women for wearing, like, if a woman wears this last clip that we got of her, she talking about the shoes, you can't wear strappy shoes, and I'm like, what's the problem with shoes? So talking about, you look like you gonna go over and pull your dress up and just let the deacon hit it.
So she's trying to
lying. Hold on, Jay. Have you been to a church lately?
Have I been to a church?
Have you seen how everybody is now wearing the same skirts to the church as they wear to the club?
I mean, yeah, that's been going on for a while. But the thing about that was this is the thing where I get frustrated with the church. Y'all was so adamant about, okay, just come in whatever you got. So some people are doing it. Some women do it because they want the extra attention. I get that. Some of them, you can look at them and tell that, hey, this is just this. They don't know no better. They didn't, like, I grew up in church. So my mom and my grandma was like, this is what you wear to church. Some people don't have that. If I tell my girls right now, go get dressed for church, they gonna walk out here with a rag on their head, some tennis shoes. They don't know, okay, I need to put on a dress. I got to put on pantyhose. They don't know that. So you can't just be on people like that. And it's a way to say what she's saying without calling people hoes. It's like, how you gonna call somebody a hoe?
Because the hoes be in the church.
But she taught us how to hoe. She taught us how to hoe.
Okay,
she taught us that.
And when
so
somebody,
how you gonna be mad that they out here doing this? Is it because you can't wear it?
Yeah.
You don't
if you
want to
know,
good as they look in it.
If you want to know who the alcoholics in the church, ask me.
Who the alcoholics in the church?
And if I want to know who the hoes in the church, if I want to know who the hoes in the church is, I need to ask a hoe.
Well, Juanita Bynum, and she came at Mary for that, talking about something they had on at the Stellars, and I went and looked. I'm like, they got pants on. What is you talking about, woman?
Play her clip. Do you have a clip?
I got a clip with her crazy self.
Christians are the most judgmental people
ever.
Here she goes.
Church is most likely haters. Religion is making the cash. Hard to find you. All right, go. I'm sorry, Shawn, go.
I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on, with thongy, stringy shoes on, and your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a whole spirit that ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in a corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner because you don't even have drawers on.
Wow.
What she say wasn't true.
But no, she needs to go sit down somewhere.
What did she say that wasn't true?
Go read the Bible herself. Oh, you ended the video. Okay. No, she needs.
What did she say that wasn't true?
No.
Nobody want to hear that.
What's wrong with the shoes? What's the problem
them
with
laced up
shoes
and them greased up legs and
what
that
is,
skirt?
No. Let's stop at the shoes. What's the problem with the shoes?
Because the shoes are slutty. And we
The
know it
shoes
because
are
I'm
slutty.
looking, because as a man, I'm looking at you and I'm looking at you totally different than anything else. And y'all know y'all wear shoes and shoes make a difference. Y'all know when a shoe makes you sexy. So stop playing.
So I'm supposed to wear penny loafers to church. I'm just trying to. I can't wear my heels because
that's like a dude wearing a tank top to be a pastor. That's like a dude wearing a tank top and going up there and being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do." And he's cut up and working out, and he's gonna go up in a tank top.
Well, sometimes they do when they call themselves giving a demonstration,
and it's all wrong. Because the people aren't looking at you for a word; they're looking at you in a different way.
So how
like she said about having a bra on right there. If you don't have a bra on, you all look that differently. That's why
what's
she said you
wrong with not wearing a bra? Who said we got to wear a bra?
Come on,
Who said that we have to wear a bra? Who said that we have to wear a bra? Who said that?
I agree with the having a bra on. it's something about being a lady, like not having a bra on and that's a bit much.
My
man.
daughters are not walking around the house when Uncle Jay comes on with no bra on. Yes, there's a problem.
What's the problem?
That they titties is not going to be out and nipples not going to be popping out their t-shirt. That's what the problem is.
I feel like a meme right now. Emoji, I mean. Like, what do you mean?
That's what the problem is.
Exactly. Sequoia's talking about no stockings. Who has worn
First of all,
pantyhose? I ain't worn pantyhose since I was in high school.
When your tight skirt is to the middle of your thigh, I'm not paying attention. And you sexy, I'm not paying attention to what you saying. And you know I'm not, because you know you want that attention that you shouldn't be getting. So stop playing with me. We're not even gonna have this. We're not even gonna have
the short skirt. Okay, so what they supposed to wear to church?
They not supposed to wear a short skirt.
Tell me what they supposed to wear.
I'm not gonna. I don't know your actual description. I'm not. You know, because they wear the same thing y'all was wearing 10 years ago.
What if they didn't go to church 10 years ago? Everybody didn't.
If you're a spiritual leader, she said a spiritual leader. You're leading the church, so you know what they were wearing 10 years ago.
No, because some of these ministries that have come up and have been put together, people are on staffs that have only been saved for 90 days.
So they're not understanding. I'm reading the comments. Sheree, Sequisa, these people are really agreeing. I'm confused.
Jesus wore sandals and they were strappy. See, I don't think he was trying to lift his
This is
skirt
why,
up.
but this is why I don't fuck with church.
Yes.
This is why I don't fuck.
Not me.
No, this is why. No, this is why I don't fuck with church, because the hypocrisy is we want to do what we want to do in church. We want to dress the way we want to dress. We don't want stipulations. We don't want. We actually really the people in church really don't want to follow the Bible, because that'll really rub them the wrong way.
I disagree. I think they don't know, and I think there's.
They know. There's enough people.
All of them don't.
Johnny, there's
because
enough.
They don't pull them to the side and talk to them. When we have them little meetings, and we have these little events, it's all about what you got, how big of the check you gonna write. People talking about what you got on. The pastor up there talking about, oh, y'all ought to get a house, do this. It's all of this materialism thing that's coming from the pulpit. Now, if the pulpit changes and they start putting out information to say, okay, we understand that you are coming as you are. However, let's go over some things. Let's talk about some things. We're going to have this women's group and y'all come over here. We're going to feed you and we're going to go over these things and have a conversation. A lot of people that started going to church, like when Bishop Jakes popped out here and what was the boy Jamal Bryant, Eddie Long, when their churches became these mega churches, it was a show for church. It wasn't the church that I grew up in. It wasn't the same church that I grew up in. Concord is not the same church that was on Polk Street when I was a little girl. That church that's over there on Boulder Drive that Brian Carter is running now and not Pastor E.K. Bailey is a different church. It is a completely different church. And I put a lot of the blame on not the pastor, but the first ladies. Because they should be talking to the ladies and not acting like they're better than the other ladies.
Tell them, you got 3 guys telling you wearing a bra, you should have a bra on. And
but she's like, no, it's not a big deal.
No, what I'm saying is, I wear a bra. I ain't never been to church without a bra. But I know, but that's what I was taught, and that's what my leadership. Sheila Bailey, the first lady of Concord Missionary Baptist Church, when the church I grew up in. She spent time with us. She didn't make us feel like we were beneath her or less than her. And it's a difference when you got a first lady that's out here stunning. I'm not saying that about Stephanie at Concord. I'm not saying that about her at all. But you have some of these first ladies that's, they want to be the real housewife of the church. They just as bad. They got on little bitty skirts. They wearing strappy shoes. So when the leadership is doing that, and you got the women coming, some of them really don't know.
The woman that we just put on was talking about the leadership of the church.
Yeah,
she was talking about she was specifically talking about the leaders of the church. That's what she was talking about.
Of her so I can show you, because that heifer wear strappy shoes.
That's so you don't like how the message was delivered, but you saying, do you admit that she had points as far as valid, which she was trying to get across? You just didn't like how she delivered it?
Well, she does the same thing. That's the problem. It's like, what are you talking about?
But that was my point. Yes, she does the same thing. It doesn't. People always take away from people when they say what they're saying is true, but you go like, yeah, but you do the same thing. That's not the point. The point is what she.
Point.
No, it's not. Once again, it's not about her living up to what she's saying. Are the words coming out of her mouth true? That's all I'm worried about. I don't care if she lives up to them or not. I don't care if she's a hypocrite. What I care about is what she's saying true. And it is. And everybody will go back to her past, but, well, she's a hoe herself. Cool. Well, she's a hoe herself. Guess what? She knows hoes.
Yes, she
Too many
does.
churches
So
turning
I'm
into
going to go
social
to the
clubs.
expert.
Yeah, focus on the physical.
So look at her
instead
in
of-
these shoes. Now wait a minute. Let me get back to y'all.
Another rule: if churches
Oh,
has more than one name, it's a problem.
It's a problem. Churches have more than one name.
More than one name. What you mean?
There's a gang of people in them churches that know better, but they don't have to do better because it's a free fall now.
Yeah, they not held accountable for anything.
That's it.
But you can't. So how you sitting up here telling people now? Look at her shoes. She got that high platform on the heels is high.
That's a bad picture. That doesn't
look at the shoes.
But
she puts them
don't even
things.
match,
honey,
right?
that's
No,
not
she
a
puts
good.
them
That
on the
doesn't-
try. But that's her. That's her. That's
Come
her.
as you are.
She talk about them bodycon dresses. It's pictures of her on the internet in bodycon dresses. It's like, what are you, Juanita? What are you talking about?
But once again, you keep going back to what she does personally, and
this is at the church.
But I don't care. What I care is that what she's saying is true. I don't care what she does personally.
Play it. Can I hear a clip again? I want to really listen to what the message she's trying to get across to see if she's lying about something. Because now
she was just talking. She was taking shots at Mary at the end of the day. But here it is.
I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on, with thongy, stringy shoes on, and your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send us? Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a whole spirit that ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in a corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner because you don't even have drawers on.
Okay. So she wants the more of a professional look and not more of a out night. Yeah, I can see that being an issue. Like Action said earlier, but with his comment, if you want, what did he say earlier? Made me laugh.
And I know the way she's talking, the way she's talking in the video, I know she a fucking hater.
You can see it.
Yeah, you know she a hater, and you know
I
she
can't
coming.
find a thing with her and Mary because one of the sisters addressed her about it on video. But that's who she's talking about.
And we know she a hater. She's an absolute hater.
They like the cloud.
She's absolutely taking this to take shots at people.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, to perform God's work. That's the thing that killed me. That's what's being taught in church now. It's all of this what would you call this lifestyle? They're teaching a lifestyle, and then they want to throw some scripture on it, and it's like, no, you got to teach people to treat people right. Stop flexing on people, and that's what they get up there and teach. Oh, you got to have this, and yeah, you better than them, and you deserve it. Listen, no, it's about treating people right. I can inspire you, but you still treat people right. You don't treat people like crap. You don't do that. There's no talk. Ain't nobody teaching nobody how to love people. They talk about it. If you married, then you supposed to do this for your husband. You supposed to do this for your wife. Well, hell, I mean, they still got to learn how to love each other. That's why the marriage is falling on apart because they getting together on fake stuff.
And I just said, I know she's a fucking hater and she's a user. I said that. I see through all that.
Wait a minute, go back.
I'm homeboy. I'm the homeboy.
You
to the homeboy in the upper left corner.
Yeah,
don't know your name.
It's the reverse when you watch it on TV.
Yeah, she uses the church all the time for personal attacks. I know. She sat on Facebook Live for an hour and had a half rebuking
somebody.
I get it. But see, that's what y'all not getting my point.
Absolutely, actually.
I don't care. She looks like I can drink up 40 with a yes.
Prosperity. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Sheree. Yeah, they teach prosperity. They don't teach love your fellow man. how to be gentle, how to be kind, how to be understanding, how to be empathetic, how to be sympathetic. Those were the things I was taught growing up.
Having greasy legs with a short skirt.
That's a distraction.
It's a
for
distraction.
a guy.
She didn't say short skirt or no bra. Be clear. When them brown legs got that grease on them, I'm not paying attention about Matthew 6:5-7.
But that's your problem.
No, it's not my problem because
that's your problem.
If you want you going after the attention that you want people's undivided
You're
attention.
not gonna do the same. You're not gonna put the same thing on your legs that a stripper does and tell me that's my problem.
No.
So when I put lotion on, that's me trying to get attention. I don't want my legs to be
when your legs is
ashy.
greasy and you got a little skirt on and you got some straps on your shoes and you're preaching God. Stop playing, y'all. So we know it's not appropriate. We know it is. I'm not even gonna go to back and forth with it. We know it is.
Well, the leadership lets them get up there because I know at one church last week somebody showed up, a psalmist, with some shorts on and some thigh-high boots. They let her get up there and sing. Nobody said,
yes,
look, you can't get in the pulpit like this.
And that's the problem.
She know she ain't no underwear on.
Yeah, she know they ain't got no dress because she was looking at their butt.
I bet you them deacons and the pastors know. They know. They know.
Juanita Bynum be on that. She be on something different. And I'm like, girl, go sit down. Don't nobody want to.
And I'm not a fan of her. It's just like in baseball, right? When they had the steroid situation, a guy named Jose Canseco came out and he said, everybody's taking steroids. And they were like, yeah, but you're taking steroids. You're a dickhead. Nobody likes you. And you're a creep. You cheated on your wife and you had assault charges. And then years later, they were like, oh shit, he was right. They were all taking steroids. I don't care that he was a horrible person. He was telling the truth. And once people start turning up and be like, duh, we are really doing too much right now. Duh, I've been to nightclubs all my life. I've never been approached and said the things that were said to me until I was doing something at a church. And I was like, what did you say? And this is when we were in the actual church, whatever it's called. When you act on the altar, whatever the Baptists call it.
The pulpit?
The pulpit, yeah. Mm-hmm. We sitting there and somebody saying something to me, and I'm like, did this bitch just say? Yes, she did. Mark Mariah didn't get nearly the hate Canseco did when he got out of Pasteur. No, but Canseco was the one who outed everybody.
Jose Canseco.
He outed everybody. And they killed him. They were like, he's a horrible person.
I got confused because when she said Mark McGuire, I was thinking, I guess Mark Aguirre, the basketball player. I was like, wait a minute, what?
If I don't wear stockings on my dress, mainly in the summertime, I'd rather put Vaseline on my legs because my skin shines longer. Lotion wears off too quick. I get it, y'all. Y'all can do all this particular stuff. Y'all can do all this particular stuff.
But it's the leadership. They on that BS. They there for the wrong reason.
You're right. And you're right.
They there for the wrong reason. And it's
you're right.
Ridiculous. You know,
I 1000% agree with you.
If the women showing up to church like that, I put it on the first lady.
Don't put it on the first lady. Because why the woman always got to catch it?
I put it on the first lady because
why she got to catch it? She not the dude leading this church.
No, what I'm saying is most first ladies will put, like Stephanie Carter has some programs together that she put together for the women of the church. They come together and they have these conversations. Sarita Jakes does the same thing, and Sarita takes it as far as to start with the little girls. My daughter went through one of their programs and was crowned the princess and all of that stuff. So it's like it has to be taught. You can't just show up to church popping and you the first lady and you just sit there on the front row and you have a role too. The pastor got to talk to the dudes and the first lady got to talk to the ladies because can't no man talk to a lady about how she's supposed to dress and some of those things that we have to talk about, like shapewear and underwear. That's inappropriate for him to do. So that falls on the first lady.
I've seen many a pastor break down women on what they're supposed to do on that damn pulpit. I've seen many a pastor go all the way in. Like I'm not like I get she's culpable, like she has a percentage of it, but I'm not blaming her first. We can't tell. It's been a long time for Mike when you start Play Pictionary. What's in a church? Oh no, I'm not even. No, I'll be the first one to tell you. I don't mess with it. Like I've gone to it and I've had a great time. I've gone to churches and I realized I got a great message. I got a great word, and I moved on out. Y'all ain't gonna get me to put. Y'all not gonna get me to put my tithes on this joint. Y'all not gonna get me to you sending me like credit card statements on. I'm late on my tithe. Y'all not getting me with that. Y'all can kiss my heathen ass. Now, if you do it, I go all the way. My dad did it for years, and the church actually helped him. I'm just not for it. Y'all not getting money from me.
And it's just inappropriate to stand up in the pulpit and say that too. So for them pastors that do that, I mean, I get it because sometimes you do have to get it under control, but I still say the first ladies are supposed to put together these things to help the women of the church. Because some people don't know. They just, say, oh, let me go to church because it's a thing to do. Well, ain't nobody going to church now.
That's why I just say use church for what it is. It's a spiritual gym. And that person ain't nothing but a treadmill. That pastor's a treadmill working you to, if they inspire you to do better, if they inspire you to make a move where you're like, if they get you closer to a spiritual uplifting, don't worry about what they doing afterwards in their office. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But when it's put in your face, you are, it's brought to you.
Yeah, when it's brought to you, I get it. Like when Creflo Dollar was actually telling people he needed a better private jet to actually fly around to preach the word of God. I was like, dog, you are stupid as hell. Like, why? That's not going to end well. And he had to take that. He said, I just can't fly in this private jet. I need a new private. I was like, you really? Like the hustle is real, y'all. The hustle is so in our face. It's crazy.
Yeah, I thought about opening a church.
What?
I ain't lying. I'm like, I need to hook up with somebody. We need to open this church.
If you're inspired by the word, you donate, you give. Done.
Well, back in the day, you was just taught you supposed to give 10%.
You still taught that, right? It's still the rule, right?
Yeah, but it wasn't because you were inspired by the word. They weren't preaching the same one. Yeah, the debutante program with the young ladies at the Potter's House is and God's Leading Ladies for the women. The debutante program is called. I can't remember what the debutante program is called, but yeah, she has that. I mean, those are things that she puts in place. It's just once a year you go for about 6 weeks. You learn how it's not bad. It's that helps you.
If church is your thing, go do it. I just want to make that clear, y'all. I'm not telling nobody ever not to go. I'm telling you, I've had amazing times.
Good pastor and a great choir. Man, it's the best.
I agree with Sheree. I was raised in church. I learned so many great things, but I don't attend church now. Church is a racket. Not all, but some. And I agree. I was raised in church, went every Sunday, Wednesday, in the summer, spent every day there. But as an adult, I just can't. I can't sit
you don't
up
want to wear stockings and bras. So yeah, I get it.
And I'll tell you right now, I never took Mark up on his because I still want to go to the Potter's house because I know just for the heck of it, I know how many phone numbers I can get. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Y'all funny.
I going. Actually crazy. All right, we done, y'all. I'm tired. It's been great.
Said, we done. I'm tired. We done or we done?
No, we done. We ain't even really getting.
Shawnee got one story for Mo. No.
One story.
Oh my God, Jay, we're done. Steph and Aisha Curry. The rumor is that they got an open marriage. Duh.
So why you say duh?
Because Will and Jada is done opened a can of worms. One day we're gonna find out that the reason why these marriages is working because everybody gets to smash other people.
I don't agree with that, but I think it is a movement though. I think that all these people are doing this stuff to say it's okay. Me for one, if I get married again, I don't want no side hookup, and I don't want my mate to have a side hookup. That's for me. That's just a. that cancels
Don't wear
everything.
pantyhose. What in the world are we?
Yeah, I don't wear pantyhose. Don't nobody wear no pantyhose.
Yeah, don't nobody wear pantyhose.
Don't nobody wear pantyhose.
First of all, you know she a old hoe when she says stockings and stuff like that. Like I would have been better if you'd have just said wear some pants, like stockings. First of all, I ain't even got a coochie, and my coochie getting smothery if you wear stockings on there. What was the other one?
Some off black. But.
What was the other comment? What was that other comment?
Aisha,
no, I just want to say.
Oh no, Mike said you still invited.
Anytime you ready, Mike.
I know. I do want to go. I have to do that before I leave Texas. I just want to know what woman or man worth $100 million.
Oh, talking about stuff.
And is super famous. Do you think is only going to have sex with one person? What woman or man?
But see, you be saying that, but it's all about. To me, it's all about what you're taught and what's inside. Because you have that much money, it shouldn't.
No, forget the money, the fame. The fame is bigger.
Even if you got the fame, if you are, because that's wild and reckless, and you opening up a can of worms that you ain't gonna be able to.
Tell me the one. Tell me the celebrity that you think is just having sex with one person.
I can't think of that, and that's the thing.
Barack.
No.
I can't think of that either.
No? I figured I got you with Barack.
No.
I mean, you would like to believe that, but that's the thing. And that's what
messes
out.
It up. Them Republicans would have found, trust me.
They did. A video did come out about a man that said that him and Barack had, that he performed head on.
Yeah. Barack had a bisexual relationship? Get out of here. I ain't even hear about
they did cocaine and weed together.
Dude, the most powerful person in the world. The most intoxicating thing is fame and power.
Yeah, but I think it should be taught. That's what I'm saying. The values, I personally, this is my personal opinion. I think that people should be taught something different. What do you gain from if you came to this woman and said, "Okay, I want to marry you and I want to spend my life with you"? Then what are we doing? And honestly, what people do in their marriage is a business. That's the other irritating part. It's like, why we know what's going on in their marriage? Why do we need to know that? But it's sad, and then it puts you at a place where you don't trust. And I go back and forth there because one minute I'll be like, oh no, all men don't cheat, but then you hear something like that or a statement Mike says, it's like, yes,
but that's not. I'm talking about people. We regular people.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. First of all,
because regular people watch those people and want to be those people, and they start doing things to emulate those people.
It does matter. You've never walked in those shoes where the entire world wants you. Everybody wants, but that's what I'm saying. This Steph Curry and Aisha, that it's impossible.
But they only want you because of what you have.
Who cares? That's the whole world.
That's the thing, though. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's
even better.
The value. So you guys low self-esteem.
It has nothing to do with low self-esteem.
Yes, it does. You just want people to want you because of your stuff, not because of who you are.
Yes, you do want me because who I am. You want me exactly because I'm Steph Curry.
No,
you want me because I'm Michael
NBA
Jordan.
Player.
No, you want me.
And you have beyond. A big check.
But Michael Jordan is beyond. Forget the money. Michael Jordan is beyond.
Let's say Michael Jordan was a trash man.
But that's what I'm saying. Regular people. That's my point. These ain't regular folks. You have never walked out the door and known that everybody looking at you, like 80% of them wants you.
For what you have.
For who I am. However you want to take it. For what I have or who I am. It's not. So Kevin Hart's a really good guy. I can vouch for him. He really is a good guy.
Right.
Just understand. It's
Incognito.
not. Jennifer Lopez probably is a good person. Jennifer Lopez ain't gonna just have sex with you.
Why? But why not? Why is that so far-fetched to believe that she could actually do that?
Because
I mean, we teach and push the wrong values. That's my point. We teach and push the wrong values. It's like, yes, she could. Yes, she could if she was. Yeah, she could if she had a different set of values.
I don't even think it's values. I think the values in that lifestyle is just it's a different concept that we can never relate to. We can never relate to that.
No, because the little broke boys be having 5 and 6 different girls that they smashing. I mean, so I don't think that it's the money or anything like that. It's the value of the person. You know, that we can go down the street and find a dude that got 4 baby mamas and the babies are all the same age.
Okay.
But Shani said it's self-esteem issue. So if somebody messed with you because of who you are and you know they only doing that and you allow it, is you got self-esteem issues?
I'm saying that if I'm okay with you talking to me just because I'm Shawnee Scott, not Tamara, then that's a problem, because what's wrong with me? You need to get to know me, not Shawnee Scott. And that's what, people go after. They go after the persona that they see. It's like, oh, I like that person. I think I'd want to be with that person. Then you get home with that person and you start getting to know that person and you realize, oh, he's a motherfucker. I don't know about this. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. I thought we was going to be kicking it and taking pictures and sitting courtside. And then, no, this joker crazy, or this joker is quiet. He's reserved. He doesn't want to be on the scene. He only does that because he has to for his job or whatever the case may be. No.
I know there was chicks that messed with me and Mike just because we were who we were. And
exactly.
We knew
Absolutely.
that, and we didn't care. So I'm trying. You say we had self-esteem issues.
Y'all hoes. That's why.
No,
y'all hoes. No. That's why.
No, because it's because it's one of those harsh realities. It's one of those harsh realities that it's part of our society. But everybody wants to make it into a value system thing. And if you have values, cool. But when you're at a certain level, those values change, and people.
But they shouldn't.
But that is what you say for you. You ain't never been. Your values do not dictate other people's values. So other people's values don't mean they're insecure because they enjoy people loving them for who they are. You say, I'm not Shorty Scott. Well, guess what? I am Michael Shawn. So there is another portion of me. But when it comes to just having sex and hanging out and getting that attention, that is what this whole thing is based on. And it's on such a level that you can't even we would never be able to comprehend what that's like.
So you want to get on that level so you can hang out and have sex.
I don't want to get on that level, but if I
was, in general,
if I was on that level, I would have partaken too. Matter of fact, I did partake.
Status and wealth don't give anyone a right to abandon basic decency.
If y'all don't shut up with basic decency,
I mean, but that's
y'all
what it
don't
is.
shut up with basic.
That's what I don't get. And then y'all talk about the girls that are out there doing X, Y, and Z, but then the girls that got some standards and values. Now you shouldn't do that. Now that you can't do that. But I mean, well, what the hell? What we supposed to do?
I let people do what they do. I don't put values. I don't put my values on anybody else. Like, it's not, to me, it's all about you can't understand what they live. It's just, dog, when you wake up in the morning, it's just a whole different life being Brad Pitt than being us.
You got an ideal of it, Mike, because you've been at a place in life. Okay, you ain't had as much money. You don't have as much fame, but you got enough fame and enough notoriety to have an understanding, because I'm pretty sure you got people still coming after you.
And it's more intoxicating than anything I've ever had in my life. And the shit feels super good.
So it's an ego boost. Okay.
Whatever it is, all I know is, and guess what? I understand when you meet somebody and you have somebody, if they not about that, this goes back to Steph Curry and his wife. If you lying to her saying, I'm going to just be with you, then you a messed up person when you know you can't pull that off. But if they do happen to have this open relationship, that's why I don't judge it, because in her mind, she's like, there ain't no way I can follow this man during an NBA season and he be the face of the NBA. They would talk about, what was that? They would talk about you if you a deep freezer or virgin. So I did what made me happy. God bless. Go do it.
She said a deep freezer, though.
Hey, Leah's back. We ain't seen Leah freezer.
And let me tell you this about Steph Curry. I really thought those two really were just in a regular relationship. And then when this rumor came out, I was like, I'm dumb as hell.
You thought they were a loving couple?
I really did. I really did think them two were just like, and then when this came out, I was like, I got
Well, they had
bamboozled
some
again.
pictures of them at a game. Some girl was in his face with Aisha there, and she was making a face too. So,
and I appreciated that. And the person I was working with at the time was like, "Look at Aisha. She always got to get attention." I appreciated it because I was like, "No, she fighting. She trying to fight these bitches." I respected that. I was like, "She's trying to fight." She's like,
But
"No,
you know
it ain't gonna be
what?
that. It ain't gonna be that smooth over here."
Sarita Jakes did that one day. She had one of those meetings where she called all the women in at the church. This was before I was married to the girl's dad. So I was in my early 20s, and she called everybody in. She had this meeting with us. She talked to us about some things, and then she said this. She said, "Now, I know about every letter that some of y'all send to my husband. I have read them all. And let me tell all of y'all something. I will fight every last one of you for my husband. Don't come for my husband and don't play for my family." And when she said that, I was like, I wanted to stand up and be like, "That's my dog right there. I got your back."
Yup.
Yes.
I ain't mad.
She let it be known. She said, "I see all them letters that come through." Because they were saying, like, that ain't your wife. You know, God told me I was your wife and you ain't supposed to be with her. And I said, dang. Yes. Sarita let it be known. And ever since then, I have been in love with that woman.
Man, listen. I think that's the one thing I would never want to be as a pastor, because it's the conflict of interest, yo. It's just a conflict, man.
You can't control
You
yourself.
wouldn't want to be over the mega church.
Self-control is
Because you got a whole crowd. They got 3 shows on Sunday, like they comedians, yo. They got three shows every Sunday. They be going in there and they be tearing that thing down. Like, it don't be no, like, they be tearing that thing down. They be taking them to stages, and it be going, and then at the end it be all the way up, and then it be like, and I'm
All
like,
the way
yo,
up.
he turned y'all out. He turned the men and the women out.
Mm-hmm.
You know how hard that is to know that you turned them out with God, and now what? Now when the groupies come, you supposed to just say,
Hey,
amen.
Pastor.
Hey,
Pastor.
what?
Hey, Pastor.
What?
Oh, incognito. Really? Oh,
But what if the husband was
wow.
tossing someone else's
Oh, my
salad,
God.
then came home and kissed the wife? She
Yeah.
either really loves him or she nasty. I think you just tried to get something off right there. I think you just trying to be nasty just to be nasty.
Who are you
That's your
talking about,
woman.
incognito?
That's your woman until you find out they have an open relationship. Yeah, like, I can't do the open relationship.
That's what I was gonna ask y'all. So, would you do an open relationship? You would see other people, and Stacy see other people too.
No, I can do my part. But
No,
I can do my
She
hair.
got to do it. Nah.
I keep it old school.
Jay,
If it has to be mutual on both sides, no way.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that.
There's no way.
I can't.
that's amazing to me how guys are.
But I could do it. Okay, let me bring this back.
Okay.
I could do it is if I met the woman and that's the shit she was on from the door. Like, if she told me, "Listen, I want to rock with you, but I'm still doing this, and you can still do what you do." If I knew that from the door,
because you know where the place are at, you know what box
so
that is.
I know, yes, I'm good. We ain't checking phones. We ain't whatever. It's all good, and we got the rules
Still
where I
catch
get.
feelings though. We still catch feelings.
Yeah, but
Eventually.
I know this is not going to be long term. I'm going. I'll go. And you might catch feelings. You're right. You might get in your bag at some point, or she might get in her bag. But I can't do it with the person I'm with. Like, I can't do it now. I gotta start. We gotta start off on some
fresh.
We gotta start off on some wilding out.
But y'all might need to freshen it up, you know, because you've been together so long. You know, hey, forever is a long time.
I already passed that. I passed that age. I already passed that age. The only thing I got left is having what was the shit called? The man goes through at 50 a midlife crisis.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only wildness I have left. That's the only.
You ain't had a midlife crisis yet?
No, because I never grew up, so it's kind of tough to have a midlife.
Kids
What did she
at
say?
heart.
What did she say?
Who?
The thing about Switzerland.
What was Switzerland?
When it's neutral,
what is
that's
neutral?
called Switzerland sex because Switzerland has neutrality.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're neutral. Don't get involved. Switzerland don't get involved in wars or whatever. Like, yeah, if I started from the bottom, when we start from the beginning, we're like, yeah, maybe I could pull that off. But yeah, I couldn't get down with that now. Yeah. All right, y'all. This has been great.
Right.
I'm exhausted.
So we here tomorrow, right?
One last day.
One last day. Dexter will be on to give y'all Christmas readings. You can find out who's gonna be fighting over the stuffing and turkey.
Naughty,
who's getting
nice.
the best gifts? Yeah, who's naughty? Who's nice?
Is there a zodiac sign to do better gifts than others? That's interesting.
I don't know.
Well, we know it ain't Scorpio.
Yes,
because that's me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, write that down. That's good. Do zodiac signs do better? That's interesting. All right.
I was gonna wear a Santa Claus beard today with a Santa Claus hat.
No, you wasn't.
No, I was. And then I got lazy.
Yeah, we can't slide past this. You got a comedy show tonight, right?
I do, and I'm in no way. Okay, yeah, I got it tonight. It's going down Arlington Improv. Tap the link in my bio. I'm there tonight, 8:00, Thursday, 8:00, and Sunday. I think 7:30 at 8:00. So this Christmas is going to be the craziest Christmas ever because I'm going to fly to Jersey Christmas Eve.
Okay, 24th.
And then I'm going to fly out back here Christmas Day.
Christmas Day?
Yeah, I have a flight at 8:49 Christmas Day.
8:49 p.m.?
PM, yeah.
Okay.
Christmas Day.
At least you got the whole morning.
Yeah, to spend with the fam. So I won't be there tonight, but I will be there Thursday and Sunday.
All right, cool. And yeah, so this is gonna be a weird. I'm gonna be spending too much time in the airport.
In the airport, yeah, back and forth.
Hopefully it's empty.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be empty coming back Christmas Day. It won't be a
You
gang
think
of people.
so?
Maybe. The last time I flew on a holiday, I think it was a New Year's. No, I flew on Thanksgiving and there was nobody on the planes because everybody flies the day before and the day after. Who knows? I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, and see me tonight at the Arlington Improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to y'all.
Oh, that's it.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.